Welcome to Bitcoin Workshops number 51, everybody. Tonight we are going to learn how to buy, sell, trade, hold, and mine all kinds of cryptocurrencies. I'll do the mic tonight. And we're going to cut through a bunch of things tonight. We've got some special guests coming. It's always a little quiet when we first start out, and more people end up showing up. So make room for them and be networking tonight. Show each other some love and handshakes and knowledge, and tell each other about your projects and your ideas and how you got into crypto. And we'll have some time after I'm done my lectures and everyone else has done their presentations for all of you guys to reminisce and chat. So again, thank you for coming out to number 51. Last week was number 50. It was a big time. We talked about a lot of things that we're still into and still doing. Most of us that have been inside the crypto space have not left it yet. We are all very much inside crypto. And we love the crypto space, so we do this every single Thursday, nonstop for 51 weeks now. Next week will be 52. Some of you were thinking that we're going to have a one-year party, but we did the check back, and according to meetup.com, our first meetup was September 26th last year, so our one-year anniversary party will be September 27th this year. It'll be Thursday the 27th, and we're not going to do any lecturing or presentation. What we're going to do is something more fun. So we don't know what that is yet, but over the next couple of weeks, we're going to tell you guys, and we're going to make some plans for all of us to do some kind of activity, some social building fun stuff, maybe bowling together or something else. I don't know what. Our website for the new people is all based on resources and education. So we come out every Thursday as Bitcoin Workshops. Many of you know that I sell Bitcoin and I buy and I have this company and that company and a bunch of other companies. But the one thing that we focus on every Thursday is the education side of things. We feel that if we get together as a group and we discuss cryptocurrency in this kind of way and format, we can all learn more and we can learn from each other and learn about the future of where we're all going with the crypto space. It's been proven to work. Everyone that comes through every Thursday enjoys, and they come back as they feel like it to brush up or meet everybody again or find out about some other things they have questions about. It's an ever-evolving, ever-changing, progressive journey, and we call it the crypto sphere. We've given it a name. So we help you work with cryptocurrency. We do workshops on how to do it all, and we help you create things like passive income or using cryptocurrency to your financial advantage, and that's a big thing for us. Some of the affiliates that we use are located on our website, and this thing sounds like it's cutting in and out, so that's probably better. Some of the things that we're doing on our website, we've got Binance, Coinbase, Monaco, Quadriga, Vulture, and Bills. And these guys are some of the websites that we have affiliates with. You're more than welcome to click on them and use their services. Binance is probably one of the best ones on that list, and I encourage all of you to get a Binance account. I also encourage you all to use the Meetup for booking when you come out for Thursdays. It's handy to know how many people are coming, and we're going to post a lot of pictures and things like that on here. You guys can look at the gallery, and it's full of good stuff. For the new people tonight, they're always wondering what the hell is Bitcoin. I don't get too deep on any of the topics tonight. It's just one giant summary. But for the new people that want to understand what Bitcoin is, it is an electronic cash system. This is a way to do financial money in between two parties on the web. And Bitcoin is something that we're very proud of having. We feel that it was probably one of man's best inventions in the world. And we think that it does a great job of providing us a currency and that kind of thing. I hear this thing still cutting out, hey? You hear that?
It seems like it's when you're standing in one spot.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it cuts out.
Like there's interference or something.
Maybe the battery's dying. See, look at that. So it maybe doesn't catch me right there, right?
Same spot.
Yeah, like that weird spot is like gone. Well, you guys keep a listen. I'll change the batteries, who cares? And tonight's casual as always, so I'm not going to be all picky, and you guys don't need to be too picky too. So in the big summary of things, so what does this mean? Why does this matter? How come this is important? How come the whole wide world is talking about it? Well, first of all, it has got the Queen of England shaking in her shoes, and Bitcoin is a revolution. It's something that, come on in. Hey, how are you, Brett? Glad to see you. So Bitcoin is something that's got the Queen of England shaking in her shoes, and what does that mean? It's got all the financial world talking. It's a powerful thing. It's like a revolution in money. And we've taken the web and we've revolutionized the way we do life and business through the web and through digital. And we've taken the cash system and we've made it digital as well. And that's the big breakthrough. The breakthrough is that we've gone from rudimentary paper bills and loonies and toonies in our jeans, and we've gone to an electronic cash system now. And it won't be long before we're all paying for sushi, in the restaurant, and it won't be long before we're doing all kinds of things with the electronic cash. And why you guys are here tonight is because I'm hoping that you're open-minded, and I'm hoping that you're understanding that we're on a journey here together through the crypto sphere. And what you're seeing today and what you're learning about is something early. Like it's like we're going on a hike up a mountain and we're still in the parking lot together deciding which way we're going tonight, okay? And Bitcoin and the whole cryptocurrency thing is going to be the future of how we do money. And if you guys are interested in how we're doing that, then you need to keep up and study with us as we get more and more into crypto and Bitcoin especially. Now, Bitcoin started 10 years ago almost. It's January 3rd, 2009. So for all you guys that want to study back, 2009, January 3rd, they launched Bitcoin. And they did it right after a stock market crash of 2008. The economy went down severely in 2008, and we saw money and financial systems take a hit in the knees, a blow to the knees, and we saw Bitcoin arise out of nowhere. And everybody at first used to say, what is this monopoly money? What is this money that these people believe in? How do these kids playing these video games create this money? How's that possible? Girls at coffee were talking like that, right? And it's true, like people thought at first that this was just some kind of farce, and some people just made it up, and it's gonna be something that no one gives a shit about. And that was cool, I think, 10 years ago, because it created a bit of a mysterious, mystere to it all, and it was rare, and it still is, and it's just one of these things. As time progressed, though, Bitcoin got legs. It grew. It grew up from maybe a baby into a teenager now, and now we're looking at Bitcoin, and we're seeing this thing is maturing. It's got value. The world's looking at it in a different light. And we're not here to say where it came from was shitty or anything. And we're not here to say that we even know where it's going. But what we're here to say is that we're part of it and we're participating. And there's two people. There's ones that participate and there's ones that don't. So you just got to ask yourself that question right now. If you're here tonight to learn and participate, then that's what we want to see, obviously. And if you don't want to participate at all, then we feel you're some of the people out there that are missing the boat. You might be tuning in on Facebook or listening to our podcast. But a lot of people are sitting on the fence, and they were on the fence last year and the year before, and they sit on the fence too much about this stuff. You need to jump in and understand that the web and electronic cash is the future, and it's not going anywhere fast, right? It's just going to grow and grow and grow in front of all of us.
If I may,
Go ahead.
I think it's okay for people to take their time, and I always recommend to understand it before you invest in it, just so you can do it safely, so you know what you're getting into and you know what to expect. If a person needs to take some time to get up the learning curve, then just let it breathe.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, we're here to educate. That's the service provided.
Patience when you move into something like this is important. I want to say this too, and Jason's key on this. This is like deciding to work out every other day, every week. This is like a workout. This is like committing to the gym. This is like committing to a marriage. This is like committing to a relationship. This is like committing to something important in your life. So if you're going to take crypto under your wing and make it your baby, you have to be serious about it. You can't just fool around with this or dabble with this kind of thing. This is not the kind of topic or subject to dabble. This is a type of subject to revel and regard and build and grow inside. So it's actually quite amazing how this whole thing works. So I encourage you guys all to study back on the white paper. And for the new people tonight, read as many white papers as you can, okay? And the white papers are very important to keep up with the system, okay? And what's going on. So let's fly over here to this website called cbix.ca. And on this website, they give us the standing Bitcoin index every single week, the real-time info and updates. They're actually ending on August 31st, which we're very sad about. That's tomorrow. So all of the data collected up till tomorrow will be available for the future, but they are out offline as of September 1st. They never had an advertising outlet on here, and they weren't able to make any money, so they couldn't keep it going. But that's okay. Right now, we're seeing a variance of Bitcoin from CoinSquare at $9,054 up to Easy BTC at $95,550. There's a little bit of variance in the Bitcoin. The live exchange shows us out of about a $500 spread. Okay, so you guys that buy and sell Bitcoin, you've done it with me as well. Some of you always want exact everything, and this goes to prove my point, is that there's a $500 variance right now. I'm just going to change that battery. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds, because I brought it.
You make a pretty strong point about the whole market cap concept of Bitcoin being what have you done to formulate the price?
Yeah, totally. It's gone up lately. That's nice.
It has gone up lately, but what I'm saying is that the vast majority of the Bitcoin supply is not for sale. We have order books that we can look at for bids that, available prices for sale. And the vast majority of Bitcoin is not for sale. But we assume that the most recent agreed price somehow represents the price for all the Bitcoin supply. But I don't think that's a good way to measure market cap at all. We have to understand that what we see as market cap is just an expansion of the most recent trade. Sort of like a what have you done for me lately valuation.
I love that analogy.
Personally, I know some people who are holding Bitcoin who wouldn't sell it for any less than 30, 40, 50,000. That's their plan. They're just going to, they're in the long haul. It's not going on any exchanges. It's not for sale. That's what they believe it's worth.
I'll show some of the wallets later and we can see how much is being held.
Exactly. You don't crystallize a loss. You don't sell.
The market data is here. $156 billion. 156 billion? Is that right? Yeah. Or even trillion. Is that 156? No, it's 156 billion.
156 billion.
Yeah. $156 billion out there. 25,497 was the highest in Canada, and 3,845 was the lowest in this entire 1 year span. So we've gone from 3845 to 25,497. It says the 52-week return on Bitcoin has been 54%. So that's pretty good. Still really good considering what it is, how it works, and hi Jeff, and all that good stuff. So it's been pretty good, 54%. If we go to the all-time price high index, you'll see that right now Bitcoin is running at about 65% down from its all-time high, 65%. So us guys in the business, we're saying that Bitcoin is on sale. And we think that the price of Bitcoin is incredibly good right now and that people should jump in. If they're thinking about it, now is the time. We also saw last year at this time of year, we were all in the low numbers. It was definitely low then. And we saw this ginormous climb at Christmas and into January. And a lot of people got really excited and wished they had bought earlier than later. So my job every Thursday, and I don't even get paid for Bitcoin because we all volunteer, and Jason can even talk about that even more tonight. But we're all volunteering to Bitcoin. I'm one of them. And I'm telling you that now Bitcoin is the best price on earth and you should be buying as many as you can. And to me, and some of us, we feel that Bitcoin is an analogy like a gold bar of crypto. So if there's gold bars to be stacking and putting away, it's the Bitcoin ones, okay? And things like Ripple and Bitcoin Cash and other those will be like, retail money, and we'll be using those to buy things and do stuff with those as well. Another segment of the system is the mainnets, the backbone systems. Come on in, welcome back to Alberta. How's the BC fires? Is it okay?
Yeah,
you get through the highway?
A lot better, yeah.
The news has been saying there's millions of them out there, though. There seems to be just a pile. Sit down with Brent right here. Grab a seat with him. He doesn't bite. Yeah, he just came back from Vernon, right? Yeah, it's crazy out there. I see the news on the. We have a state of emergency next door, and I don't know what they're doing about it, but we're not going to talk long. But it's sad. It's amazing, and they're mostly all lightning fires. So lightning was causing all these forest fires. It's bad. We'll go back to this. So the first 15 coins in the top 15 are some of my favorites, and there's a lot of reasons why. It's not because they're just the top 15, and I love them just for saying so. I've actually studied pretty much all of the ones and got involved or put my money where my mouth is or invested or all these other keywords with most of them anyway. And I've made it my baby to find out about them and wonder why they're doing so well or why they're holding their own or why they're keeping up with the rest of the Joneses, as they call it, or the segment or the technology that they've offered and things like that. So back to that. Tonight's about what have I done and what are you doing and how are we doing it together. So how did I look at this 51 weeks ago? Well, I still look at it the same. I look at it from an investment eyes. I'm an investment person. I'm a capitalist. And I'm looking at the market of crypto to gain wealth. I entered the space primarily for one reason, and that was to grow money. And I'm still on that same mission, and I'm still on that same trajectory. Now, many people are in the space for different reasons, which is lovely. It's absolutely lovely because we could talk about 18 different layers tonight together about the space. But really, I'm in the layer for my own personal selfish reasons, just like anyone else would be. And mine is still the same as to grow value, grow money, and grow equity within something of an investment. Okay? So a lot of people laugh because I have Bitcoin investments on my Jeep and all that, and they drive by and they're like, what the hell, how do you call Bitcoin an investment? You know, and things like this, and they chuckle, but they don't know, and they're just being naive, and they haven't educated themselves on the value of where this is going, okay?
Can we talk about that?
Go ahead, go.
What makes Bitcoin valuable?
What do you think it makes? Well, let's ask some questions of you guys. What makes Bitcoin valuable? You have an exchange.
Fixed supply.
Fixed supply, absolutely. Kevin?
And that's what I would say too, scarcity.
Scarcity, rarity, yeah. What about Jeff?
It's the will of the people.
The will of the people?
Value
The value, yeah.
by those who use it to transfer wealth across the globe.
There you go. So value is created by people and the transfer of wealth. Jason?
Two big drivers. One is the vendor acceptance. So the marketplace of everything that a person could buy with Bitcoin. I'm talking about tangible things like a service or a product.
Absolutely. Bitcoin is being used to transact for service and product, you bet.
That's what we have ever since we got rid of the gold standard with fiat currency.
Rock and roll.
It's the value of money as we have it because the gold standard is vendor acceptance. With fiat currency, there's a law that enforces vendor acceptance. If you run a business in Canada, by law you must accept the Canadian dollar. And that's what gives the Canadian dollar value, is the vendors who accept it. But with Bitcoin, there's something else. With Bitcoin, there's proof of existence. And for those of you who are familiar with proof of existence, it's the second use case for Bitcoin beyond finance, serving as sort of like a patent office, copyright office. The fact that the ledger cannot be changed, and it's very robust. A person can take a hash of a document, or a hash of a book, or a blueprint, or a song, or an image, and prove that they are the first person who had that document, or song, or image, or whatever. So, I mean, that's a really valuable thing, having a decentralized global standard for intellectual property.
Here's an example, just for everyday, average people like us. Cheapair.com accepts Bitcoin for their travel. So you can buy tickets all day long here at a discount, wholesale, rebates, all that kind of thing. And they've been ongoing with Bitcoin for a while. They lost their ability to take it. And anyway, where is that whole thing? This is not the one, actually. There's a little article on it, though. This is new. This is from today. But people of crypto, last minute liberty getaways. One sec. I'll find this little article quick and you guys can just read the last little bit of it. Here we go. Update on our search for a new Bitcoin payment processor. So CheapAir has been using Bitcoin now, and it has been, an overwhelming success for them. They've been doing it since 2013. They've been taking Bitcoin to buy airplane tickets, and they lost their service provider for some sort of reason. So you can get BTC Pay Server, and these guys are great, and they can process Bitcoin for you on your online business. But they said besides moving to it, they have set up a dedicated support team just for crypto customers. So if you need help, you can reach someone who is familiar and understands how crypto works. And that's my point right there. There's all kinds of people selling all kinds of things, but this company right here is investing to talk to the crypto segment, to talk to the people using crypto and make that an importance. And that gets my support, and that should be supported from you guys as well. When you see companies adopting Bitcoin, understanding its power, and then even setting up their own divisions to work with it, then you know that this company is serious about working with it. And these guys will be doing airline tickets for years to come, and they're inside the crypto space, so they're going to get all that business, and that whole segment's going to grow for them. And I always encourage companies to understand that they should be taking crypto, and we're still early in the timeline, but the more and more and more we see of this, and the more this kind of word spreads, the more we'll see that crypto becomes a mainstay in the online business. But I'll say this right now.
Example of a vendor who will accept, right?
Yeah.
I gotta talk about Gresham's law.
Go.
Gresham's law is a competition between good money and bad money. A simple example the Canadians are familiar with is the Canadian penny. Back when the Canadian penny was made with copper, the copper was worth more than a penny. So a person could go to the bank with a sack of loonies and say, I want to roll some pennies. And that would be a good economic exchange for them. And so Gresham's law, centuries-old concept. Throughout the evolution of different forms of money, this is applied. And the theory is that good money gets saved and bad money gets spent. So people have a choice between two equivalent forms of money. A vendor will accept fiat or accept crypto. What we're actually seeing right now are many vendors who will accept Bitcoin and not many people who are willing to spend it. And that is proof of the confidence that people have in Bitcoin, that they have less confidence in their fiat currency than they have in Bitcoin because of scarcity and because it's a global level playing field. People who are globalists really appreciate that. And over time, I think you'll see it plateau out, and obviously vendors are incentivized to accept it, those who understand it anyways. And there's a lot of competition for more spendable crypto. This is a veritable heyday for Gresham's law being tested in real time, because we have Dash, and we have Monero, and we have Zcash, and we have Ripple, and we have all these competing cryptocurrencies, and we can always just look at it and say the one that a person chooses to spend is the weaker one, and the one that a vendor chooses to accept is the stronger one. We're finding an interesting equilibrium there on vendor acceptance and consumer willingness to spend.
Absolutely. I still believe that just accepting Bitcoin is still retail and e-commerce playing with the idea of crypto and picking the more stronger, more prominent one to mess with. But like you said, we're going to have all types of crypto accepted, and people will be spending different types of coins, and I believe things like Ripple and things like that will be used for retail. Let's have a quick look at the list of companies.
Never been tested like this.
No, I know. Let's look at the list of companies who accept Bitcoin as payment. So KFC Canada had some special with this bucket of chicken. I saw that in the news. Overstock.com, they sell things online. Playboy, Subway, Eat Fresh, Microsoft, Reddit, Virgin Atlantic, OkCupid, Namecheap, Cheap Air, I showed you guys that one. Expedia.com, Gift, Newegg.com for electronics, Wikipedia, Alza, Internet Archive, Bitcoin.travel, Pembury Tavern, Old Fitzroy, The Pink Cow, The Pirate Bay, Zynga, 4chan, Easy TV, Etsy Vendors, Pizza for Coins, Whole Foods, Bitcoin Coffee, Grass Hill Alpacas, Helen's Pizza. Some of these are small, tiny little companies, mom and pops, and other ones are brands. Some of these are brands. Bloomberg.com, Fancy.com, Big Fish Games. One of my friends made a game for Big Fish Games here from Calgary. It was quite successful. And so there you go. There's lots. Like I'll tell you, there's tons out there. So for those of us that are naive and think that Bitcoin's not accepted yet, you're silly because it's out there. Shopify. Oh yeah, Lionsgate.
Real estate listings there are across the world now.
Tons.
These people aren't stupid, obviously. I mean, these are people like houses that are worth $4 million in the Cayman Islands. They're unloading them in exchange for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
What's that telling you? Right?
Oh yeah, they want it. They want to accept it.
A person can buy anything with Bitcoin. In fact, you can buy more with Bitcoin than you can buy with fiat because it's global.
I think so too. I think people need to look at it, like you said, there's actually an advantage to spending Bitcoin and crypto in the grand scheme of things. So back to this, you can have different types of crypto, even like Litecoin, and for the new people, and you can convert those cryptos into Bitcoin. You can still spend Bitcoin. So the ease of conversion and the moving back and forth between types of currencies and the brands is quite easy with the apps and the tools that we have at hand today. So you can move in the space, and you can actually have a lot of fun. Moving through and taking advantage of things. So this is another website that just 13 majors. So that's Overstock, Expedia, right? eGifter. I'll just rip through it here. Newegg, we saw some of this.
A bridge into everything because they'll buy a gift card.
There you go.
On your
Yep.
behalf. So
Shopify,
Indigo doesn't accept Bitcoin.
television.
eGifter will sell you a limited chapter gift card for Bitcoin, so you have a loophole.
Hey Dan, how are you? Come on in. Microsoft, the jewelers. So there you go. There's Gift again. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that that Bitcoin is far from limiting, and it is incredibly gifting and incredibly lucrative, and it's like liquid money on the internet. Okay, and when it comes to the web, you guys have already seen that grow right before your eyes. All of you use it to some degree every day, and you already know that anything that's gone on the web has taken off, and we're going more and more to a digital type life, et cetera, et cetera. So you know that this is going to take off, and you know that cryptocurrency is at the baseline of the web now. So what does that mean to our futures? How many people believe that Bitcoin has this potential to go to like $100,000. Does anyone believe that? All right, cool. I'm in the right room. Thanks for coming. So back to even some of Jason's questions before. I think the rarity of it, I think the fact that we're getting closer and closer to it being fully mined, I think is exciting. I think that we're going to see some kind of ridiculous velocity on a value on something that never has happened in human history. And again, I don't have this computer here is not a magic crystal ball, you know, and I'm not the Swami, right? But at the same time, I look into the future from everything I've been calculating and looking at, and I can really say to myself, man, people are going to be shocked. They're going to lose their shorts when they realize what they missed out on, or what they sold their Bitcoins at, or what they were doing before because they gave up on it, and things like that. So you know, keep the gas on, keep your decisions set on this sort of thing. I think you guys will be quite impressed where Bitcoin is headed, and I'm hoping to show some of the predictions true for this fall as well. So people are really counting on the growth. Some of the improvements in the crypto scene I've seen have been copies to things. Like Tether has a couple copies out now. How many people have used Tether before to park some cash? Okay, for some new people, they may not know what that is. So you can be online, you can have your Bitcoin, and you can park your funds over to the Tether coin, and the Tether coin stays constant around the $1 US dollar. And therefore, your money doesn't fluctuate with the market of what the rest is doing. So you can come into Tether at a certain value, then you can come back out of Tether, back into Bitcoin at another value, and you can actually pick up some Bitcoin in that arbitrage, in that move, okay? And there's a style to it and so on, and I can show you some of that later on, but I've done it, and other people have done it too, and it works quite well at the right timing.
It also doesn't trigger a tax event because it's not a withdrawal off the exchange.
Correct. So the money stays inside the exchange, and there's no tax on that.
Dude, True USD is amazing. Tether has some confidence problems. True USD is going to own this.
Yeah?
They're fantastic.
Really, eh?
Let's look them up. True USD. Let's go see these guys. They're new on the block. I was going to go over ZRX here too.
They don't have a fixed supply. A person can make a deposit with their US dollars, and they get True USD in return. It works like an escrow. You have a trust company that will hold the US dollars in trust, and you can liquidate your True USD for your own USD.
That's nice. So this is your own money.
It's not yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
people need to trust Tether and their escrow.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of questions because Tether hasn't been audited. We don't know whether or not they're actually holding that much.
Nice.
Right.
With True USD, there's much more reason to be confident.
Cool.
Okay.
There's a few new stable coins coming up.
That's what I'm saying. There's quite a few. True USD was one of them.
And the rush for the
Yep.
stablecoin it's a big deal.
Sure.
So some people want to move away from the USD thing though. I've seen people say, let's get away from USD. Let's stop referencing it, right?
Hold back stablecoin.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's where it's at.
So we have to see, where this goes, ladies and gentlemen, because we're in control of nothing. We can only participate. You know how this goes. But it'll be interesting to see what's going on. What does anyone know about ZRX, the 0x coin? Anybody? It's already at 75 cents.
It's a decentralized exchange that works like Binance Coin.
Yeah. Have you seen it just rise like crazy or what?
Yeah, 0x is awesome.
How many people in the room here have some ZRX coin in their inventory? Anybody? No. Good. Write it down. You should have some. It's one of your tips for
Good
tonight.
exchange.
Yeah.
It works like Ether Delta sort of.
It's growing fast, and it's also all the rage because of freedom around it. There's no control. It's a free exchange, in and out. It's awesome. Give it a chance. Check into it a little bit. What was that other coin, the one you said before about the decentralized non-USD? What was it?
True USD?
Nope, the other one.
Sorry. Is it an asset-backed token or what?
Yeah. I'm thinking of something else.
There are a few. I mean, I mentioned public or public.
They're like BitShare, and they are like Bit USD, Bit CNY, BitJet.
Which one?
BitShare, do you know the?
BitShares?
Yeah, BitShare has they call like smart. They call it smartphone or smart token or whatever.
The BTS token?
Do you know BitShare?
Yeah, BitShares has the BTS.
It's kind of all-in-one. Like it's a decentralized exchange, and it has its own platform to issue
Yep.
the so-called like smart token. And one of them, like this USD, and the beat Chinese yuan, beat Japanese yuan. They have the stablecoin. Yeah.
They have the coin that you can part to?
Its own algorithm to do that.
Okay.
And, it has been there for many years, so you can check it out.
It's on BitShares?
Yeah, BitShare itself, it's a decentralized exchange.
Yep, yeah, we're familiar with it.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up here so people can see what it is. BitShares, your share in the decentralized exchange. By using the latest technology research, BitShares 2.0 offers a stack of financial services, including exchange and banking on the blockchain. So you can download it and you can try it online, give it a shot. I don't participate at this particular exchange, but I have heard of it. And like you said, there's a lot of perks to it. Some people love it. It's popular in Asia.
The founder, the creator is the same one.
Yeah.
EOS.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The same guy that started EOS?
This was his
By
first
the
project.
yeah, he created the first one is BitShares, and then the Steemit,
And
then
Steemit?
EOS.
And then EOS.
That's why EOS is so successful,
Yeah,
because
it's
the creator is so famous in the
Okay, cool. So Larimer has created the BitShares, the Steemit, and the EOS coins. So this guy's on it, man. He's
Cutting
genius.
edge, man. World class.
Okay.
So there you go, everybody. Join
Yeah,
bitshares.org and get yourself a membership. I'm going to tonight when I get home, and I'm gonna dive deep into this one too and get myself some of those BTS coins. I love owning the ones from the different exchanges. I like having a small investment in all of them. They seem to go up in value quite a bit, and they all seem to be quite affordable right now. So that's another thing. Like, so these exchanges have come out. Just let's talk about that in generals for a second. And last year, a year ago, many of these exchanges were worth nothing. They were worthless. And today, exchanges are coming out and they're worth so much. And they've got so much value, and they're bringing more value. They're bringing more listings. They're bringing more relevancy to the marketplace, creating their own coins, creating their own wealth, creating their own ecosystems, creating their own community. It's actually quite amazing. And then when you attach the exchange to the value of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, all of a sudden we have this whole relevancy meets value, and then we have, eureka moment, right? Now we get it. Now we can see how all these coins play into creating value and in a marketplace and this kind of thing, okay? So there's a lot of people out there at home that still don't understand how these coins are working, and they're all part of marketplaces. And bitshares.org is one of those marketplaces, and there's a lot of people participating in this type of marketplace. Bittrex, Binance, and other ones. And the sheer volumes of humanity, back to what makes these coins important, is what's going on. So people all around the world are buying into crypto, and that's why these things are so lucrative and they have so much activity going on. It's truly because humanity believes in it, and that's something that I'm very excited about the growth of. How many of you think that we're not even 10% or whatever into the growth of crypto right now? Put up your hands. Yeah, awesome, good. So you guys are on the same page as me too. So I feel that we're very, very tiny in the entire crypto growth phase right now. And I'm looking forward into the 2024 zone, 2025, to see really where this whole thing ends up in a grand scheme of things.
Stable token.
Stable token?
Yeah, sorry, not stable. The security token.
Okay.
The STO.
Yes.
There haven't been really, truly successful global STO yet. But equities markets represent about $70 trillion of value. And the security token idea, it works like a stock. It works like an equity, a representation of ownership of a business. And so I think that this is probably the big story of 2019, 2020. The STO can pull up to $70 trillion into the equity space.
70 trillion. Think about that for a minute, okay? These are things that are going to put a big dent in Wall Street, and that's why Wall Street and the U.S. government were so adamant about making sure people follow the
New York
rules.
Stock Exchange is doing this now. It's partnered with a few other big players, and they're working on ways to globalize financial equities.
Everybody should join Medium.com, and sign in and get your profile set up on there. So you guys write that one down, Medium.com. And then start to read some of the articles. Jason's in there all the time. A lot of us are. You can actually write your own articles as well. And you can see tons of excellent quality news and reporting and opinions and blogging and all that other good stuff regarding the space. This is one of the good articles right now, Understanding Security Token Offerings, the STO. And that'll help you guys just have a good understanding of what we're dealing with and why it's so important and that kind of thing. Okay? The current landscape of utilities with no recourse for buyers sounds like a recipe for fraud and failed investments, and you're right. So what's really happening is regulation wants to protect the citizens, okay? Regulation feels like it has to protect us because money is a fraudulent place, right, on earth. And we know how that works too. We've seen all kinds of it out there. So half of me as a person inside Bitcoin agrees with protecting the people, and then the other half of me disagrees with the control that brings. So I'm not too excited about where that's going to take us. How many people here feel excited about any kind of control within the crypto? Yes? No? No control? Everyone's still a rebel? Good, me too. I'm not excited about STOs. I was a lot more excited about ICOs. ICOs had me going. I invested in some. I bought some. Corey bought some. We all bought some. We thought it was exciting, sexy, fun, lucrative, cheap on the dollar. There was all kinds of conversations going on around that. And the ICOs proved to be that. We were excited and we were buying them. As soon as they started to clamp down, and do all this regulation bullshit talk, we have slowed off on our ICO purchases, period. And I haven't bought a single STO myself. So there you go. So as a buyer and investor who is like participating on a regular basis, buying ICOs, I haven't bought a single STO yet. And I don't even know why. I don't know why I haven't, but I feel like there's been some kind of, I don't know, block to the thing, like some sort of block in the freedom of it all, maybe for me, just saying how I feel. And so if you wanna dig deep into it, get on it, find out what's going on with the whole system of STOs. And really all it is just a safer way to invest in these startup companies anyway. So we need it. We need mechanisms. We need this to happen. Obviously it's for the right reasons and good reasons, quality ones, positive ones. So it's going to grow our marketplace and it's going to grow our financial systems as well. Okay? Did anyone else invest in ICOs? Put up your hand. Any ICO people out here? Good. Good to see that. Is there something that you thought was amazing that you should let everyone know that we still haven't bought yet? Do you have anything on your list?
ICOs?
Yeah.
I think ICO kind of like frozen in these days because it's.
You feel the same as me?
Yeah, but I think there's still some good project companies that are doing ICO, but I think it's really recent. There's a lot of hype and fraud in the.
I just did read an article there. So yeah, it was research. 85% of ICOs now are just complete frauds.
Yeah, 85%. Yeah, exactly. Of ICOs are shit, right? And that's what we're seeing too. We're seeing that in the masternode world. We're seeing that in a lot of the space. Actually, there's so many flash in the pans, pump and dumps, fake, mission and fake profiles and fake websites even, and they're just bringing in dollars for nothing, and they're going crazy. And then there's some hidden ones, like Kevin found us that the Telegram app brought in like something like $1 trillion. I think the biggest ICOs, and they don't even need that much money. It's just unbelievable. Let's just pull that up for a second. We'll see. Top 10 ICOs by amount raised. Let's just pull that up. So EOS was a big one. It was 4.1 billion they raised. That's pretty amazing. Where's Jason? He should be happy about that. Telegram was 1.7 billion, and before EOS, Telegram was the hot sauce, right? Everyone was talking about it. And no one still understands how a messaging app can bring in $1.7 billion and why they even need that much to develop a messaging app. You know, it's still an app, right? Dragon brought in 320 mil. Huobi, these guys opened up in Toronto, right? These guys are now in Canada, this brand, and they're an exchange as well, and they're 300 million. HDAC, 258. Filecoin, 257. Tezos, 232. Siren Labs, 158. Siren Labs, I'm pretty sure was the phone, the blockchain phone. Did anyone see that one come out, all that? Yeah. And Bancore, I invested in that myself. And the DAO, 152 million. So that's pretty cool. So EOS was the platform in June and concluded the token sale in June 2018. So they did it for one whole year. And they managed to raise $4.1 billion to fund the development of its next level scalable smart contracts platform. EOS is considered by some to be the Ethereum of China now, and has attracted a substantial amount of its investments from individuals based in the People's Republic. So obviously China is in mad love with EOS, and they used to be in mad love with NEO. Remember NEO? That seemed to be the Chinese fave, right? Exactly. So now they're shifting, and that's just normal. This is fashionable. This is greed. This is money. This is markets. This is rules. This is governments. This is international. Hang on for the ride. Enjoy the drama. it's going to get fun as we progress after here. So the ERC20 token, they launched on the Ethereum platform, started trade July 1st, 2017, spiking to a value of $5.09 a token. EOS has been trading in the $1.50 to $2 range in this article. Today, the EOS token is trading around $8 according to this, and onto its own blockchain network. EOS is developing a scalable smart contract platform that has the potential to become a better Ethereum. And as Ethereum network suffers from severe congestion issues at times, scalability is very important. Hence, EOS is well positioned to become a major blockchain and smart contract platform in the future. I could go to Mark from CoinDesk. So a lot of people ask me on Facebook, Jan, where do I get good news if I want to learn about crypto? We go to CoinDesk. I like them. They've got a good email that comes out every day. But I'm pretty sure in here they've told us this week that EOS was taken on by some peeps. And EOS has been getting out there. It's been getting into different pools, into different exchanges and into different wallets, and EOS is continuing to grow like rapid fire. So back to news for a minute. We like CoinDesk. They've got blockchain, technology, markets, business, data, and research. So it's a great website. ICO tracker, calendar, blockchain venture capitalist, Bitcoin calculator. The tools and resources and stuff on CoinDesk is pretty robust. We like it. So if none of you are using it yet, jump on and see if you guys like it. Even the consensus is highlighted here. And there's one in Singapore, obviously, too, and you guys can check into that, too. And I like the Invest 2017 section. I was all over that last year. But, yeah, CoinDesk is somewhere to check into. So Telegram. How many people in this room are on Telegram? Put up your hand. Okay. How many people like it and are all over following it constantly? Yeah, medium. Yeah, medium. Yeah, half and half. I noticed I was hot for it for a while there. I was like all over it like a dirty shirt, and then I backed off from it quite a bit. And I use it still today. I push files and things through it, and we still chat with the community that we have, and we can add you guys. So if you guys are not on our Telegram, let's add you tonight if you're on it. I find it good, but I find it overwhelming. Kevin will tell you every airdrop and every one, you got to go join their Telegram, and then all of a sudden your phone is just busy with just too much buzzing and noise, and everybody gets pissed off, and I know how we feel nowadays. So away we go, and we're out of there. Okay. Let's go over some of the areas real quick that we can talk about here too. Let's see if I have my document open here. I had this little document that I made that had a bunch of the areas of crypto, and I could talk about it with you guys for a second. Let's go see that. Crypto Opportunities 101. Let's just see. It wasn't fancy. We're just writing it down. All right. So here's some of the opportunities in the crypto space. I'm just going to touch down on some of it because it's fun. We haven't done this in a while. So one of the first, I started at zero because I'm a geek like that. One of the first areas of growth within the crypto space is creating your own coin, creating your own software and creating your own algorithm, and you can create a coin. And we're supposed to have a guest tonight, Roger, and he was going to talk about his concierge coin that he's doing. But we've also got Jeff here from SafeCoin, and he'll explain a little bit tonight of what that was like for him when he created his own coin. Then you can create wealth through masternodes, and you can do noding, and you can become a masternode investor like Corey right here, and you can own an assortment of them like property manager, and you can make funds on a regular daily basis by the hour, by the minute on your masternodes. And we can log into one of ours today. In fact, we should do that because we've got one running, and it is online right now. Let's do that. Let's see if we can log in. Let's go to our, what was that? Team viewer. See if we can log into this puppy, and we'll see how we're doing. If anyone has brought their laptops tonight, PC-based, you can download a wallet tonight, and we could send you some coins from our casino coin project. So if you have a wallet, Corey's in the group tonight. He'll show you what is the password here? 1 second. Where to get the wallet from on GitHub, I think it is. And then we'll get you guys some coins tonight. We're going to share these coins with the community. So if you've got your PC, let's do it. I'm going to find the password for this real quick, and then I'll show you guys how we're doing on the masternode. I'm going to log in here. It is. Here we go. So I use this software called TeamViewer, and right now what I have running is a mining machine, and I have it running in my studio, in my office right now. And you can have as many of your own mining machines running. We did one with your wife there. Remember how cool that was? And I've shown the pictures to these guys, by the way. They've all seen you. But you can have this machine running, and you can just log into it from afar like we're going to do tonight. And I don't see the desktop right now, but we should be seeing the desktop. Where are we? Come on, work. Maybe we're just going to give it a second to load up here. Give it some time to kind of get here. But the point is that you guys could be mining and doing all this kind of stuff from around the world, from your home, from your desktop, from your office, and that kind of thing. And you should feel empowered to be able to do this kind of thing. Working with the internet and working with cryptocurrencies gives you this opportunity to be online and not be tied down by any other means kind of necessary. So it's pretty cool, the flexibility and the way that you can float around the planet and still take care of this kind of stuff. I'm trying to log on and show you guys, and of course it's being shitty, but we'll see what happens here. It doesn't want to give me the screen. Come on.
They've been timing out lately.
Has it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You only have so long.
There it is. Oh, it came on. Here we go. All right. So for you guys out here, here's what we got on this machine. We've got a few things going on at once. Let me just minimize some of this stuff, and we'll close Honey Miner. All right. Honey Miner's being the error. You can see that. All right. So first thing you can do is we can give you guys the code tonight and the affiliate code to run Honey Miner. What Honey Miner does is reward you in Bitcoin. And any kind of machine with any kind of processor, it doesn't matter if it's the shitty old HP office computer that your mom used, it can still use power from that and the chip in the card and actually make Bitcoin. So I can send whoever's interested tonight, I'll send you my affiliate code to Honey Miner, and it looks pretty cool. The interface is nice. Here it is. I've already got 22,000 Satoshis built up here. And you know, when I looked at this, I thought this was for kids. I thought this was hokey. I think a lot of this stuff is. But, you know, I've been on the internet since 93, you know, I've seen a lot of things. But anyway, how about fun? I have to remember that we're supposed to have fun. And so this is a fun thing, but you actually make some money. So fun can be money. And I actually put my Bitcoin wallet that I do all my mining with into it. So it's just sending me Satoshi on the regular basis, and away it goes. The second thing I have running on here is the NiceHash miner. And it is mining right now. We can go to the details. And we've got GPU 1 and GPU 2 running. I've got two GTX 1060 3GB cards going. And it's mining on NiceHash right now for X16R algorithm. And I believe that's XMR actually. What?
Sorry to interrupt. There's a big overlap between gamer culture and miner culture.
Yep.
People who are running big gaming computers and they're really into online video games.
They are, yeah.
They use that same machine and they're mining cryptocurrency. Sometimes there's even cryptocurrency embedded within a video game.
Yeah. Right now, my nephews are running my machines, my JanSpeed machines, Jason, and they have them on load for me because they mine. And then they play video games. And when they're not gaming, they switch to my mining. So I get the Bitcoin from their house, and they're actually using my machines to game on. So we have this deal.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It is, and they're enjoying it. We're having fun too. And now, Jason, they're getting greedy. They're like, Jan, Uncle Jan, why don't I just buy the computer off you, and I'll keep the Bitcoin mining? But at first, they had no money for the computer because they're teenagers, right? So they're like, can I just have one and play my Fortnite, and I'll mine for your Bitcoin, Jan, and then you could keep the Bitcoin? I'm like, sounds good.
That's awesome.
You know,
This is a teaching
right?
moment, bro. This is an opportunity.
They're getting smart, man.
Because now what you're doing is you're empowering and you're teaching about
Oh, yeah.
entrepreneurship and about investment.
Oh, yeah.
The nature of wealth. This is something that everyone needs to learn.
And you know what, Jason? Somehow money gets under people's nose and they learn real fast. They were on me like glue, you know. So there's kids. They're teenagers. They're not stupid, ladies and gentlemen. Give them everything you can. So I'm always about empowering the kids, and I love showing them stuff. So we started this project. Oh man, not long ago. Corey, how long was it? 2 weeks now? Is it 2 weeks? I think so. So we'll say 2 weeks ago. We got in cahoots with these guys in Portugal. And we got on the Discord. So if you're not on Discord, you need to join that software. That's where you chat with people all around the world, and you can find out about really cool projects that build community. So we got on this Portuguese Discord group. We got into these different Masternode friends of ours, and they told us about a project coming out with this thing called Casino Coin. And they said to Corey, if you help us do some social media posts and some things, you know, in English, because they're Portuguese, they wanted some help. They said, we'll give you a bunch of these casino coins and you can start the masternodes on the house. So rather than going out and buying the coins from the exchange and having to go retail, he was gifted a bunch of coins for doing some trade work back to brand ambassador, kind of like Airdrops. So I'm telling the real story. There's no lies here. So right now we have gained... Roger's here. We're waiting for you. Get in here. Wait a minute. Allison, get in here. So we have gained nothing but knowledge, we've gained nothing but love, and we've also gained something that we call a shared equity. And now any one of you, it doesn't matter who it is tonight, I don't care what your name is, you can call me tomorrow even, you all have my email and card. You get your PC out, and I will send you some coins from our casino project, and you guys will reward with us. Because in 2 weeks, we have amassed 128,714 coins. So we got lots to share. And all you need is 3,000 for a masternode. Yeah. So I have 128,000 of these puppies. Okay? So if you are all interested in getting a masternode, coins are on the house, coins are on the club, and we're here to share because we're sharing something that we did, we're sharing into. Okay? And this will be the start of your masternodes because we're going to have safe nodes and other ones coming from our camp. So if you're really wanting to get into masternodes, this is a great opportunity to step up and have one on the house. Hey boys, come on in. So let's go to the transactions for a minute because this just gets me all riled up. Almost every second, 2019, 18, 15, 13, 4, 54. Look at the coins coming in. It's either 10 packs or 40 packs on the regular. And I listen to Roger, I've listened to Corey, I've listened to a lot of you guys that have had the nodes, Kevin, but I never had a wallet open and I never got to see this kind of like incremental income coming in on the regular, right? And it got me really excited. And I want to say more of what I'm excited about. The coins themselves could be technically worthless, just for a moment, let's just say. But what I'm excited about is the mechanisms here. How easy it is to get involved in a masternode, how cost effective it is, how low impact it is. And then the rewards are big. And I love the consistent rewards. I'm a passive income lover. And when I see these constant deposits in here like this, it makes me happy. Now, move forward. Move forward on the facts that I'm a capitalist and an investor, and I'm holding all of this investment per se forward, future forward. When all this value goes up, and I've acquired all this stuff on an incremental, consistent basis, that's the second big kick at the cat where it takes off and you're really happy because you actually did something and now it's got this other value, this intrinsic value based on it. So keep that in mind. There's like a few layers and levels to why this gets really exciting, okay? And again, I could scroll down this like a YouTube video for you guys, but unfortunately those YouTube ones are probably fake. This one is not. This is the real deal, Holyfield, and we're pulling in coins like crazy, and we're sharing them with you guys. So look at that, another transaction just came in. We constantly get this pop-up. So we have a mining machine doing 3 things at once over here, and it's working, and we're proving it can work. So we want to do that for more of you, and some of you guys have mining machines with us already, and we just need to do some more work on yours and set yours up so that you guys can do the similar things as this, okay? So anyone that wants casino coins, get at me after tonight, and I will send you them off, and we'll get you the casino wallet and that kind of thing. But we want to grow the club, and we want to grow you guys. And this particular project is not something that everybody's all pissy about or particular about like some of the other ones, so it's a good one to practice on, and it's a good one to get involved. All right, so let's bounce to the next thing. So I use TeamViewer, so some of you love my software, always ask me, Jan, how do you do all this stuff? I use TeamViewer to log into my different computers, and I have 8 of them running. I have 8 miners running, and I technically, if I had all the passwords in my phone right now, I could log in on all 8 for you guys, one after another, and we could just bang through all kinds of shit. And you can keep this there in different wallets wherever. You can set up one machine with only one kind of thing. So you can do a lot of organizing how you like it. But I find being able to log in from my laptop still the best method and the best way to do all that stuff. Okay? So we talked about masternodes a little bit. Number 3, exchanges. Buy low, sell high. Okay? Exchanges are an important tool. 2 gentlemen in the house tonight are here representing their exchanges. I'm going to get them up here in a minute because it's almost at 8:30. I'm going to pass the mic here another 6 minutes. But the exchange boys in the house tonight, I want them both to have a good stance. I want them both to tell us their story and you guys to understand and follow along and fall in love with why exchanges are so important to us. And these guys would be great advocates as to why. Mining. We have some ADM mining, ADM co boys in the house usually. I'm into mining. I sell the machines. I encourage all of you to try mining. Right now it's not making a whole ton of money with your one machine. We get that. We know that. But it will grow, and it is growing. And you just have to be patient as an investor and get involved. And mining is something that's, again, consistent income. And I want to say this. Just imagine this. If I gave everybody in this room right now a $100 bill, like every one of you, just imagine, and some of you I've even given some money to, let's give everyone a $100 bill, okay? And then later on, I don't see you guys for a long time, years go by, and all of a sudden that $100 bill is worth $100,000 now. and you see me in Chinook Mall, you're coming over, you're giving me a high five and a hug, you want to buy me a sushi or something, you're going to revel in the fact that that $100 bill is 100 grand right now, right? 100 G's. And that's what's going on right now with mining. You're taking a small incremental amount of money, and you just need to hold it, because let the growth happen to that little brick or that little chunk, okay? Let the growth happen, and you'll be happy when you guys see that. We talked about airdrops. There's all kinds of free money and free coins to be had with a little bit of horsepower and a little bit of elbow grease. You've got to share your particulars with some of these websites. You've got to do a little bit of social media work, but you can get free coins. There's trading. Trading's starting to take off. We're seeing some gains every day. Bittrex, Binance, and all that. I can teach any one of you how to trade on the softwares. You can do day trading, swing trading, long trading, and shorting. And a lot of people get excited about shorting, and you can also do parking too with that USD coin. So I can teach you some methods and strategies on how to do that. We've got some trade bots in the house. I know Trevor's got one running, and we can show you guys what that is. It's called the Hopper, Crypto Hopper. A lot of you don't know that these things exist, and they are tools that you can buy into, and you can set them up and run them on your exchange accounts. And the Crypto Hopper will take a budget of yours, and it will go along, and it will do your buys and sells, and it will keep you in the profit zone. It's an automated cryptocurrency trader, okay? And for like Dad over here, he's probably not going to want to sit there and watch it every 2 minutes, but he's going to set it up with his daughter here, and he could dump in $2,000 budget, so he's not breaking the bank, and then the Crypto Hopper could go and do the incremental buys and sells for him, and he can watch his spreadsheets, and he can see how it's doing. It's great for people that don't want to piss around and just want some, hey, throw $2 grand in, make me money, I'm going to go, eat, drink my tea and fucking watch my TV, right? And Crypto Hopper is one of those things, so it works good for that, okay? Then there's arbitrage as well. So arbitrage is a word where you can go to one exchange and Bitcoin is 9,500, and you can go to another exchange and Bitcoin is 9,000, and there's a $500 difference. Some people, and a lot of people, don't make $500 a day at work. Okay, $500 a day is really good money. I would love $500 a day. If you do one trade on an arbitrage move and you have the money, you have that that float to play the game. If you could do a move like that, you can make 500, 1,000, things like that in a day doing arbitrage. But you need to have the money up front. You need to have a bit of a float, and you need to know what the hell you're doing. And again, I can teach you guys that. So you can come talk to me, and I'll teach you how to do some arbitrage strategies. Okay. Affiliates. If you're a big wig on social media and you're out there and you got thousands of followers like Kevin, and you've got 100,000 Bitcoins in your wallet like him, then you can go out there and afford to pump your affiliate codes. I'm lying right now. He doesn't have that many. But you can get your affiliate codes out there, and Josh is actually really good at this too, and so is Corey right here. And you can learn from these gentlemen anytime. Please talk to them. Everyone's open. But you can take your Facebook and your bullshit, and you can blow affiliate codes out there, and you can actually gain some income, and you can work on some kickbacks and things like that. And I just show you that some people don't give a crap about it. Others like to just throw it around lightly, and other people take it and go hardcore. It's not multi-level marketing. There's no credit cards. None of your friends are getting their wallets emptied. So none of that, you don't have to worry about affiliates. It's a different thing. But you can do what you want with them, and they're a source as well. YouTube. Some of you and I are making some YouTube videos. We're growing our channels right now. Eventually, YouTube's going to send me some paychecks. I'm going to buy sushi with them for all of y'all. I'm going to bring them tonight. I'm going to say, look at this paycheck I got from my YouTube channel. It was like a whole $18. So that means Kevin gets 2 pieces. Corey gets 2 pieces at $1. Jeff gets 2. And I'll spend that whole $18 on you guys, okay? So that's going to happen eventually as my YouTube channel grows. I'm not sure. Some of those muscle guys with the protein powder make like $6 grand American on their YouTube channel. I don't know. Maybe if we get Roger's concierge coin linked up, Corey's Masternode program going, Jeff's safe coin going, and this big mix of awesome shit, and we can actually sell that on YouTube from our community here, I'll be happy, and then we can split those checks together, okay? Steam It, Poet. Jason's writing on there. Loves Poet. Show that to me. There's other ways where you can take your brain, your thoughts, and your opinions, and your knowledge of the space, and what you've learned, and what you still want to learn, and what you can even put out there like a hypothesis back to science class. Whatever your style is, whatever your knowledge values are, you can get out there and you can share your brain with the world, and you can get crypto. And you can write about alternative energies meets mining, and you can write about whatever the hell you want, and you can actually read articles that are really cool too. So there's a lot of articles on there that go.
Poet is actually a WordPress plugin.
There you go.
It stands for Proof of Existence, and it hashes your content.
Get excited about it.
Puts it onto the Bitcoin blockchain.
So all of your stuff is actually out there on the blockchain, in the hash, and nothing else does that either, so that's very cool. And I build the WordPress website, so if anyone needs help on that, you've got Jan the man on your team. We can make you a very popular SEO-driven WordPress site, even for your other business outside of crypto. Let me throw that plug in there. If you need any help with actual regular biz, I'm your man. I'll help you guys out too. And there you go, number 11. I've coached some actual business owners into millions of dollars. I've coached people into the crypto space into millions so far. I've coached others into, I'll call it somewhat success, and I have not helped anybody lose all of their money yet, thank God, and I don't plan on it soon. So I've stopped people from losing their shirt in this biz, okay, and doing stupid moves. So you got to be careful in crypto. We had a customer last week call, I need $500 in Bitcoin, okay? Customer, we'll call him Tom. And we're like, Tom, what are you doing with it? We always ask everyone, what are you doing with the Bitcoin? Just for curiosity. What are you doing with the Bitcoin? Oh man, I got to get my $10,000 out. Your $10,000 of what? Well, I got $10,000 of Bitcoin locked in with these brokers in the Bahamas Islands, and they're demanding $500 of Bitcoin to get my other 10 grand out. But they told me that the system was lost in transmission, and my 10 grand was originally sent to me, but then it never showed up. Okay, look at all the faces right now. You guys are like, scam! Of course it was. Come on. Now this gentleman from Calgary believes some bullshit website, put $10K of his own money into it, and don't be shocked. This is happening every day. We hear it because we sell the Bitcoin. And then these guys have him on the hook. They have him unraveling him, 500 US at a time. 500, okay, we'll give you your Bitcoin, one Bitcoin back, another 500, and then another 500. And this is going on. Please, if this happens to any of you, call us first. We'll help you get out of it and stop you there. Because it's almost, I feel like it's a little bit like gambling, and you're being lied to so badly, and you need someone to like slap your face and get you back to reality here. Because you're going to do it.
And this is why it's so important to not rush in, to understand first what you're getting into.
Absolutely. I had this guy buying $2,000 worth, Jason, and he needed it yesterday, and it was going to this Russian girlfriend he met online because her uncle's taxes were due and they were getting kicked out of their apartment. And they're sending $2,000 in Bitcoin from Calgary, this old guy. And it was some online girlfriend. Think about this crap, guys. Just with me, okay? There's so much bullshit out there. Okay, so you can get jobs in the crypto space. I'll call some things jobs, other things are opportunities, there's subcontracting, there's all kinds of ways to make money, but the crypto companies are growing. Some of you are smart, some of you know things, some of you have skills, some of us are doing that already. We're putting proposals out to crypto companies, we're helping them grow across the country and around the world. We set our tone and our standards at our agency, and we're doing things like this together. You can start a business in crypto. How many of you know that I started like 6 or whatever now? So we've got the conventions, we've got the workshops, we've got the investments, got the magazine, we've got the masternodes, we've got the crypto capital exchange that we're forwarding to Safecoin. So we have all these things that we're involved in, and we're doing all these layers, right? You can become a broker. I don't know what's with my batteries tonight, but you can become a broker in the space, and that might be one of your things where you know a lot of people and you can move and sell a lot of currency in and out and back and forth. You can make cryptocurrency merchandise. You might be able to make t-shirts, hats, and someone might give a shit and think they're amazing, and you can sell them all around the world. You can create your own exchange, right, Brett? Right? Create your own exchange, right, Jeff? Create your own exchange. So these are opportunities. You can get into masternodes like we have, and you can also start a website of your own with a blog and give out info and have resources and do all that kind of stuff as well. So that's just a little rundown of all the cool things that you can do in the crypto space. And I think it's time to bring Brett up right now because he's first and he's new. So come on up here. And let's put up your website here. It's from Bitvo, right? Bitvo.org.
Bitvo.com.
Okay, Bitvo.com. Stand back here so the camera can see you too. We're filming. Go ahead, take the mic.
Well, thanks for having me. We're a new exchange. We came from banking, but we're obviously a crypto team. Just trying to get in the community and kind of introduce ourselves and get to know all of you. My background is in investing in stocks, and I used to work for a hedge fund, and I'm more on the trading side. But that's where I work on the OTC desk, and I'm an analyst there. So yeah, a little bit more about Bitvo. We are partnered with DC Bank, and that is kind of like most of the trading team and everyone. They're all kind of like come from a banking background, and we understand like crypto is the future, but you have to really understand that there's a lot of like restrictions with like fiat and how people how the banks are kind of like focusing on KYC and knowing your clients and all the things that traditionally happen when I guess adoption of kind of new financing products come together. So that's what we focus on, and we're brand new. We opened it up about a month ago. So yeah, I guess I can just log into here and kind of show you a bit more about the trading. We are kind of more geared currently towards like kind of people just getting into crypto, and that's why like this we have an advanced trading platform, but this is kind of just more of our.
Where we go on there?
You want to buy $500, $100, $200 Bitcoin? I can log in a sec. But if you want to go down, the biggest thing is we have here is we actually
options and all that stuff on there?
no, not yet, but soon. That's like we're looking. I'm trying to get around that. But so we actually are partnered with Visa. And we actually have like a crypto card, or you give a Visa MasterCard where you have your crypto on Bitcoin's account, and you can use this card to like spend it through like your Visa and anywhere normally, like a normal crypto.
So is it like a prepaid debit card?
Yeah, but through crypto.
Okay, it converts it automatically.
Plus, like I think
versus
it's like
cash.
like 1% like transaction fee, but just the liquidity through a banking system that kind of it's really lacking, I guess, for the vast majority of people that are in the crypto space at the moment.
DC Bank was originally from the ATM business, so they came from the ATM world. They're a Calgary head office company too. I've been to their head office before as well. I've done business with them too, and they've been around a long time. They bought 680 machines off of us at one point of ATMs and bought out a farm that we had, me and my group. So they've grown a lot over the years, and I think what he's saying is they're a lot more flexible, lighter on their feet than the big banks, and they could take a different kind of risk than ATBs and CIBCs and Bank of Montreal's. And because they can do that, they're the guys that are powering this exchange now, and they're going to make it easy to blend the Visa, the crypto, and all that for Canada right at a Calgary head office. So that's exciting times, and what you guys have here is actually very revolutionary. And I'll tell you more, people have already said they were going to do this in Canada, and they haven't done it, and the reason being is because the risk that's written into the large banks don't allow it. So Bank of Montreal can't make a move like this to be able to power this kind of thing. DC Bank can. And these guys are smart guys for getting in bed with them. So how did you make that marriage there? Who brought DC Bank to the party?
That would be Jeff. He would be
okay, cool. Your partner in there?
The founder of
Bitvolt?
the founder of DC Bank.
Okay, so he wanted this.
Yeah, like he got into crypto on his own, just trading like we all are.
I met Jeff a bunch of times. Yeah,
and
good.
he's just trading. I know they got like a bunch of miners in the back of his property, and he's like, this stuff is so awesome. Why don't I just start up a crypto? I'm already in banking. So this is kind of a niche where we fit as we move into like the mainstream of crypto, as opposed to less of like a speculative bubble, I guess.
How many ATMs for DC around the country right now?
I think there was 16,000 before they sold them.
And how long before they're going to be Bitcoin enabled?
No idea, because those are CAD-M now. DC Payments sold their ATMs to Cardtronics.
Okay.
And then he kept the bank as DC Bank, and then now we also are I guess we're a separate entity, but we're partnered with DC Bank. But that's where our competitive advantage comes here from the short term. At the same, like we have an institutional page, but we really kind of understand that a lot of people just want to buy $100 or $200 or $300 of Bitcoin. So our front-facing site is really kind of, I guess, retail-friendly.
Are these all real people?
Yep, in our office. I just started there about 2 months ago, so I'm not on there.
Oh, they don't love you that much,
Is it in Calgary?
Yes, we're on Barlow Trail.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
See what happens in Calgary, ladies and gentlemen? You see this stuff now? Told you, Kev. We're sitting in a city of people that are making shit happen out here. And all those other peeps that were yapping before and talking all that, I told you they didn't know what they were talking about. Because this is the kind of thing that, again, they call us. They're like, hey, we have this thing. Can we come down and tell you guys about it? Absolutely, right? Let's hear about it. So really, why do we want to be involved? Are we going to be able to buy Bitcoin through you, and that's the idea then?
Yep.
And just Bitcoin for today?
Nope, so just Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Dash. I think we're going to add Ripple soon.
Okay.
But sticking with the large ones just as where that sits in the market.
Someone today on the Telegram said something about Endax and you guys. Are you the same company using their back end or the same software? Or what are you doing there?
It might be. We used a company called Alpha Point to build the back office.
Alpha Point, yes.
And the reporting, but apart from that, everything else is separate. It's
Okay.
just they run the back office of the exchange.
Gotcha. So it's
Yeah.
not the same company whatsoever, and that's a good thing to point
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. And then, so if we register with you guys, what happens next? Is you take our information, you take our driver's license. What do you need to know about us?
I think you have to put your driver's license. Well, not have to, but there's one piece of ID you need to just sign it. It's really quick.
Okay.
You can do it in like 5 minutes here.
Let's talk about values too. So if I put my driver's license in, we're not going to do that tonight. If I put my driver's license in, can I do 25 grand right away, or do you need more from me after this?
I think you can. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I think you've all. Chances are, if the toy was a large amount like that, our systems would flag it, and we would have to manually approve it, and we would talk to you personally before we would approve something over $5,000.
Okay, that's what I want to
just
proceed.
for
Yeah.
just for because all these things we're talking about KYC stuff and just being careful.
Yeah.
Anti-
No,
money
we have to know the limitations and all that.
Yeah.
Is there an affiliate program?
I guess soon.
Okay.
We're so new, but
Yeah, you'll need one.
We can set
Because then we
something
can
up.
market it and,
Yeah.
and create commissions. And how they're doing is they split the fees.
Yeah.
So if there's a fee, then the affiliate gets like half the fee with the company
Right,
for the
right.
first year
Yeah.
or something to this
Yeah.
effect, right?
I'm sure we're totally open to that.
Okay, cool.
And I'm starting to put out research now because I have a background in research, but it's not, there's only so much you can do for fundamental research, so it's more so of a trading update, and that goes out to your email subscriber list.
We'd like you to come back with your research because we don't have enough, and bring us some stuff next time. Okay? So you're new tonight.
Okay.
But in the future, do your job. Come back with some cool stuff and show us all.
Oh, we'll bring
because
tea.
we'll be here every Thursday, and you could bring some some stuff to
Okay,
the party. Right?
absolutely. I look
Yeah.
forward to it. Yeah.
And do you have business cards or anything tonight?
I do.
Let's leave them up here,
Okay.
and then people can come up and grab them after.
Yeah.
One question. So
Your questions, go ahead.
Banking, your company, you exchange dealing with. Like,
So I think ATV for our US dollars, and then BMO for the rest of CAD.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of volume are you looking to get up per month on exchange crypto?
I mean, ideally, we want to go as much as we can, market as we can, right? But I guess we want to do it properly.
Yeah.
We want to do it with people that understand and kind of not. There's so much in Bitcoin now or in cryptos that it's great, but it's got to be done right as we move into the next stage of cryptocurrencies away from this genesis of speculation.
But do you have an actual dollar value that you have as a goal that you're shooting towards?
I think we would like to get up to $10 million, but that's aggressive from a starting out basis.
Oh, yeah. Maybe after a year or something, you might get there.
Yeah.
That's good.
But we built the system and we've been ironing all the bugs, and we're just trying to get out and meet the community and kind of press to meet all you guys.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming tonight. Thank
Hey,
you.
thanks for having me.
Appreciate you big time, Brett. We got cards up here for him, and we're going to keep moving. We're going to get Roger up here next. So this guy, a round of applause, everybody. He's getting sweaty up here. He's all nervous like I was my first 20 times. I used to get sweaty fits, but on Workshop 51, none of that, no more. Roger's been with us for quite a while. When we started this, we started with 8 people in this room, and we moved all around the city to Shanks, the Met downtown. We went to the Met downtown, and we got all those oil and gas guys that come out all slick Rick, and we filled the Met like 150 people deep. Wow. And he was one of those geeks right here. And he's like, if you didn't come downtown, I would have never met you guys. I would have known, right? Okay, I call them geeks anyway, but he's a suit.
Can I send stuff to? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Can I send stuff to here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. You want to send me something to pull up here?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to pull something up. So anyway, fast story about him is he got into space and he was just really interested in learning what to buy at first. And we were working with Roger on things to buy. And he did a bunch of purchases like so many others, and he bought, sure things and what he thought were going to be amazing and all that sort of stuff. And he got to a point in his portfolio where, again, like I have and others, it just got dry. It got stale fast and nothing was moving. And then the market started to shift and all this other stuff. And we've been going back and forth and just trying new things and seeing where the money is. And we got into masternoding. And some people have been, unsuccessful in masternoding, I'll just say it, and a large majority have been. And some people have been able to make some money. This guy's been able to make a few Bitcoins in a week. I don't know anyone else that has, but he hasn't done it again since. But there's been times where he's been very fortunate, right?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay, now he's going to tell you more. He's done it since, so don't let me take anything away. Sorry. But the point is that he's making masternoding a lucrative side of the crypto business. So it gets exciting. Looks like our batteries are down on us here. Hello? Okay. Nope, you don't like me? I'm going to go down to the car while he talks, and I'm going to go grab another battery for the mic here. I'm going to log in first, and he's got something to show you guys. What are you showing? It's not a PowerPoint.
I think it's
Okay,
actually
good.
frequency.
Because we have a rule against PowerPoints.
Yeah.
It's a frequency because like that
So,
microphone is
there's
very
no
sensitive
subject?
and the laptop's right in between the two.
Yeah, it could be interference or something.
It's gotta be.
Oh, you want to open the video?
See the same spots, so, right?
Yeah, that's just the introduction. Just something a little something.
That's Dan.
I can give a little.
Barlow, right by GW's Central.
So here I go. I got another email today, and this is the third time this week that I've had this. I had your friend Sean had this earlier today too.
Did you?
Yeah, I swear to God, he did. I tell you.
He's a shark.
It's okay. So, hi Jan. I have a person who wants to buy 1,000 Bitcoins privately. They want to buy at a 5% discount to the market. Do you know anyone who could do this? Let me know, thanks. Well, first of all, we do. We know who can do this, right? That's not a problem. The point is this is that same fake sauce that flies around all the time. And I get this again and again and again. And there's no real value in this. And it's just people out there talking shit. I'm just going to say it nicely. So be careful. It's going to come across your desk if you're in the space. You're going to hear about this. Ask me about it. But what you're going to find is they have a lawyer signed up in Turkey, and they have this guy ready to go in LA, and they have all this money sitting there in a pile ready to give you, and it's all one big bullshit story. Okay? It's worse than some of the phishing stories that my uncles used to tell. Right? No, this is a different guy. This is Vic DeLay. Okay, this is another one of the guys that's come from the community, and he got that same money. Let me read my phone.
Sean got it.
Yeah.
Sent it to you. Forwarded it.
Okay, that's two today. I don't lie about this stuff. Let me go to my phone. Roger's standing right beside me. It's good to see Shawnee's email because he thought I was his wife after. Because he's like, babe. And I'm like, babe? What the fuck? And he's like, well, LOL, you're not my wife. That's Sean. That's your buddy. Hey, Sean. You have a minute for a quick chat. So he goes, FYI, this is a text I was speaking of. He gets, hello, Sean. I'm a direct-to-license buyer. Basically, all we need to know is how much Bitcoin you wish to sell. How do you wish the transaction to be conducted? If you use escrow accounts, is it with a major law firm or a major bank? All I need is a letter of interest that you wish to sell the Bitcoin with a little bit of details about your terms and conditions. Then I can connect you with the buyer. I understand your position with the seller. I look forward to hearing from you. It's the same crap, just new wording, all that sort of stuff. So please don't get sucked into that stuff, okay? So Raj, what do you want me to show him, the vid right now?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll give him a little rundown maybe first.
Just want to get it queued up. Make sure it works. Okay. It's actually quite short. It's only 8 seconds.
Yeah. It's just an introduction.
So the concierge coin, and then what do we got here? You got another document?
Okay,
I'll pull
so you
that
got
up.
it and all.
Go.
Hey guys. Yeah, so I've been in the Masternodes for a while, and cryptocurrency in general. And a while here is only 8 months. Actually, it's almost been a year.
Yeah, it's a few months.
It's almost been a year since I really got involved, and then October, I think I got more involved, and then in December I met up with Jan. Anyway, so I've been in the Masternode world, which is a pretty crazy world of passive income that obviously speak my interest. And I've been on one side of the fence, which is buying in projects, vetting them, doing my research, finding out what it is. Does it have a real utility? Is it a good project? Applying that like I did with ICOs, then going back and realizing even the really good projects that had a lot of money, big websites, big spends, real people showing their faces, they still weren't making even really money, but they had a big long-term goal, a long-term utility that's drawn out, takes a long time, but it still wasn't making the money. Then I realized there's other projects on there, you were making mad money with a utility that nobody even talked about. It didn't really matter. As long as you get on the exchange and made people money in a short period of time, developers would pump it up and then they'd be gone. And if you made money, great. If you didn't. That went on for a while. You make money, and then you obviously want to get into something that's a little bit more making money and has a real utility. So anyways, long story short, I finally decided, after all the people that I got involved with from around the world, which is another funny thing, the fact that I'm dealing with a couple guys from South Africa and a guy from Australia. Those are my teammates. Never met them, but we're doing business together. I've decided to start our own project. So after knowing how everything works, the inner workings, the exchange, the only thing I really didn't know is blockchain development and getting all that side of it done, which there is a lot of work to putting a project together. Hiring mods in the room, getting them on point, getting all your web development. I'm going to be talking to Jan tonight about a bunch of other things on the web side of it, graphics. It's a lot to get it to launch and then get people involved. And then once the industry is down, market timing is everything. So people have been screwed over. People are tight with their money. BTC's down. there's a lot of things that are just like, you're in the wrong part of the market. Things are just coming around. Things are going well now. But also, you got to get trust of people, and they've seen a million scams and a million things going on. But come in here and try to tell people why buy your coin, why is it? And you invite people in there, and they're going to tear it apart. They want to see gold instantly. So, long story short, you have to be instantly prepared for all this. So, I launched it 3 days ago, and in the Discord, we're giving our coins out to the guys. And if anybody wants, they can talk to me after. It's still in pre-sale. We sold almost. Got 30 nodes, 3 different phases, and we almost sold about 60-70% of them in a little over 24 hours. So, kudos, Roger.
Kudos, back. Good job.
Anyways, it's pretty good, especially in this marketplace. Jan's buying one; he just doesn't know about it yet.
Yes.
So, anyways, want to talk to me about that after? If there's any nodes left, we can get you guys in there. When we launch, we get our coins delivered and distributed on Sunday, and then we're on the Crypto Bridge exchange platform, which we fast listed and paid out of our pocket, which is another big selling feature. Nobody does that. People usually crowdfund and raise money, ICOs, until they get a certain number in their head on the project, and then they use that money. We decided to pay out of pocket for everything: our web developer, all exchange listing and fast list and everything, and then pre-sale. So that was a big selling feature, and investors love that. Show them the proof of the transactions. So anyways, give you guys a little idea about it. I'll probably end up talking to your friend here because there's some things about our coin that we want to do as far as building a web platform. We're building a platform on it. They're going to specialize in the hospitality industry. I'll show you the website.
I'm just signing in here.
Yeah, kind of a peer-to-peer system. We're in the talks of developing a mobile app right now for Android and Apple. But what we want to do is create a nice platform. Kind of the things with the debit card, a few different twists we're looking at doing. And these are all like in our roadmap down the road. So these are utilities. If things go well, we'll fulfill all our promises to our investors.
Did you sign me up on this one? On that Discord with my account or something? I don't see it in my list.
I never signed up. I signed up mine.
It's unclaimed claim before it's lost. Yeah, I can't get in there. Whatever.
Discord is fantastic for anybody who isn't using Discord already.
It's the Bible.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. Discord.
Like Telegram, everybody has Telegram here, but Telegram is like for the altcoins and stuff like that. And that, it's just an old gaming platform before cryptocurrency was ever around.
Gaming
The gamers use this.
Yes.
And then cryptocurrency just basically took it over.
Wow.
Like, so anybody that's in there, it's such a weird world. You're traditional banking. I work down at Bankers Hall. I work with all the bankers. I'm in oil and gas. But it's just mind-blowing on what we do. When I do it a day basis.
What's the channel for concierge?
I try to explain to someone, and it's insane. In a chat room, talking to people by the minute about investing. Like, hey, pump the coin up. Hey, pump, yeah, I just sold another round. Like, it's just like kids, but these are like, and there's a lot
What's
of
the channel
money.
for concierge coin?
At concierge.
Yeah. Roger, is this like a packaged investment product, almost like a mutual fund?
This?
Yeah, like for the value of the nodes, for the value of the master nodes.
You know,
Does anyone know what it is?
just give me a second. Here it is, right here. What do you?
Find or start for channels or DMs. So what's the name of it?
Concierge coin. I don't know how you check.
It's just concierge space coin.
Yeah.
Server settings, top one.
I'll just send you a link.
That doesn't help. All your links are shit, and none of them are working. Even your website one doesn't work.
Grab the
mean?
one I just
Yeah,
posted
doesn't
on
work.
Facebook before we
Where?
jumped in. On my Facebook.
Was it a website link?
It was a Discord link. Invite to Discord.
All my things are shit.
Well, no, the concierge link that you wrote in the email doesn't work at all.
We'll just go to concierge.com. Or net.
What's the website? It says .io, so we can't pull it up.
No,
What?
no.
.net. Right here. Here's all the links for everything.
So conciergecoin.net. Let's pull that up.
Yeah, so I guess in really Masternodes with the passive income, it could be classified as security, but we don't really want to do that or say that word.
Fair enough. Sorry. But I mean, it is.
Anything that's creating a passive income or you're investing in, you're getting a yield and a return.
Okay.
But like I said, we don't want to talk about that. Ex-bankers in the room.
It's honestly,
Keep
in my
going.
experience with this space, you're better off with all your tax planning. You're better off with all your with your disclosures in general. Just to call a spade a spade. If it is an investment and it's a security, just call it that.
So in a nutshell, it's been an exciting road to get just to get here, to get into this space, and then you take the jump to be on the other side from investing to now owning my project and being on a developer side.
And double your Bitcoin.
Seeing how a blockchain developer works, puts us all together.
You guys got to be more prepared than this.
It's right there.
Okay. So
I
there's
can
the
be more
website.
prepared.
Yeah. So what's the Discord thing? Because everyone's talking about it. I wanted to pull it up. That's all I wanted to do.
Show everybody the Discord?
Yeah, just so I can show them.
Well, how about
what's
just
read.
go through the thing and then I'll show you. So I can show people the website. Discord's just a bunch of guys chatting back and forth.
Okay, so it's no point in showing that then.
I can show it, but...
Okay, so here's the Concierge Coin website. There you go.
So here it is, in a nutshell. And up the top, you got home, you got your rewards. We'll go through wallets. You got a web wallet. Or
Why does anyone care? Like, what's the point of this thing? What the hell is the whole Concierge about anyway?
a peer-to-peer system. It's when it's going to take off, and they're going to buy. I'm going to tell you too. That's a great question. On two sides of it, I'm just going to give you really honest about it. There's two sides of this. A lot of people come in here originally investing, like I was telling you, these big coins that have a really good utility, long-term purpose, but they're drawn out. People are not making money. Their coin's worth nothing, and they're throwing all this money in trying to build the big utility. People in here want to make money. When this coin hits the exchange, people are going to make money. It's going to be worth $4 or $5, $6, $7 a coin. It could be, it could be very profitable. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very profitable. Then usually what you do, you go through your roadmap and what you really want to do. And if things, we're not in full control either. As an as the owner, I can only do so much. If I get all these people that invest, that's why it's key to have good investors. People that are going to hold your coin and believe in it. You get a bunch of dummies on there, they dump a coin on the exchange, they drive the price down. I can't control that. We can do a little bit of, with buying and selling some of our own coins and stuff like that personal stuff, but we can't stop the investors, and they can drive the price down to nothing. So you have to be careful. It's an art and a science developing. This is the biggest thing here. Developing and this is a mathematical art. Developing your reward structure. People go there first, look at it. How is this coin structured?
Nope. It's okay. Just found it there too.
So you start here and start a little. We're in the process of redoing a lot of this, getting it a little bit sharper. This is our first website, and coming in here and seeing blocks here from 200 to 1,000 be 2. They're going to give rewards to the stakers and to the masternode holders. And these are the totals. So, these are not big numbers. 2, 6, 8, 10, 12. Get them and see if those are...
Did I miss something? What is it?
These are the rewards. So
I know, but concierge coin, what is
the utility of it?
Yeah.
The utility is right here. The coin is a form of payment. So we're going to specialize in trying to target down the hospitality. That's what our platform is going to be based on, and targeting is the hospitality industry. And the concierge coin is a form of payment. Your cryptocurrency right on your phone, instant transactions with a very minimum fee. That is our utility. In the first few stages, it'll be more trading on the platform and getting the coin's value there for our investors. And having a reward structure, there's two different things, right? That you're getting on there and it's being traded. Then you get a utility, and that's the progression of the project. You start reaching all your roadmaps. Investors are happy when they see that. They want to see bits and pieces. You're going to drip feeding your investors, if you want to say, with different stages of your project.
So the real world case is to be able to make payments.
Same thing they're kind of doing.
Buying groceries, it's.
There's a
solution.
anything.
It's not instant payments, and then the reward structure is built so that it avoids.
It's not as easy as you think. Like a big company like Litecoin, like LitePay, they came up with.
Yeah.
That's a huge company. They're structured perfect. They got all the backing. They've got everything. They came up with LitePay was going to change the world. To get mass adoption of this is tough.
Well, it's already changing in like countries like Venezuela and South America where all these currencies are like dying and like
Well-
have you seen Dash volumes? Like they're just like whipping your face up.
Dash is, the cryptocurrency for the weed industry. That's a big one too because nobody wants to carry cash. Cash, and they're interconnected down there, so that the different states are like different countries almost in the U.S. So you cannot take money from one place to the other. They got sea cans full of money from these dispensaries and stuff. They want to come in there and make Dash their official payment. So everything's going to be a cryptocurrency, which is a phenomenal. It's a phenomenal niche. It's getting a niche. Are we going to get there? I don't know. I'm honestly I'm not thinking that far ahead.
The whole project hinges on getting participants in the hospitality industry to accept Bitcoin.
They could, like big resorts, all those places.
Holiday Inn kind of idea.
That's our niche is what it's going to be. But there's a lot of different options to do that.
Yeah.
And then obviously the first thing, which we're still going back to banking, because we're just telling people here's the fiat and here's your bank card. So really you pay with a bank card, but it just kind of somebody in between is transaction cryptocurrency thing. And down the road we want to be actually Bitcoin want to actually be accepting it directly. So we've got a long ways to go, and this is kind of covering it in between, to be honest. But yeah, I'd love to sit down and talk more about it, getting maybe some ideas on how your cards are working. I forget the name of maybe you've heard of these. They're one of the top security for the card itself. BitGo. So BitGo is the number one name in global transcender in cryptocurrency for security. So they're the ones that are going to be design and customize our platform would be by them, BitGo. Let's take a look at it. So yeah, it's very exciting for me to come and just being here in a few months and then jumping to go on this side. And there's a lot of pressure when you're investing in a project. I'm doing things very well because I've been on the other side and I've asked all these guys the questions. And it is a whole different world in there. You're asking them like, who's on the team? Are they going to show their faces? How much pre-mine do you have? Who holds the pre-mine? Are you staking the pre-mine? What's your reward structure like? Is it sustainable? Is this a quick money grab? And you just basically go through a checklist of things that I've created to see if the project is worthwhile or not. And after doing that so many times, and even doing that, me and Corey have been in projects where like, damn, they're good. These guys from Turkey, these developers, but they're like, everything I'm doing, which is kind of hard if you're a developer, they have no business sense, but they're just tech nuts. They can whip one of these projects up, a mobile wallet app, pretend it looks good. You wouldn't know the difference. Oh my God, they're going to do all this? They promise it's amazing. But they've done this 1,000 times. They got your money, and then they're never hitting the exchange, and then they're buying. They just go, you know what, we didn't make it, we got 30 nodes we wanted to sell, we only sold 4. They're not going to spend any money at all. And they made it apparent. And then we catch on, and then you ask a couple, then they're gone. It's closed, everything's closed up, and they're gone with your money, and there's nothing you can do. And then you can get the friend to come in and pretend that he's taken over the project, and all of a sudden he's got all the codes and pre-mine, the other guy took off. It's the same guy. Oh my God. The same guy. I caught it.
Yeah.
I said same guy, pardon my language. Anyways, it's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. So I know Jacob's in here and he sees that I got Castle Coin and all that. Like, don't buy that coin.
Interesting point. Bitcoin is about trust. Bitcoin is about trusted system.
Yeah.
So that people who don't trust each other can participate on a system that they trust. And so like this whole concept has so many branches of like how do we establish trust and what can we actually trust?
Yeah.
The issue with the ICO is always the disclaimer. Whenever I see a new white paper or a new ICO come out, the first thing I read is disclaimer right away, and they always say this token is nothing. We owe you nothing. You own nothing. It's
just a token.
Yeah, and it's like, so how am I going to trust
this?
It's
the same value as Lego.
Just about.
Except you can hold Lego.
So yeah, I can't stress enough. It's a crazy one. I said this from the beginning that if you don't know what you're doing, do not get into this heavy.
I thought the way you were going to do with this is offer a portal for people to invest in the masternodes that you have some expertise with. So I know that you have some expertise with picking masternodes that offer a decent return. Because I know that you have taken a lot of time to study the space enough to know the difference between a good project and a bad project.
Oh, I know now.
So that's not what this is.
What? A good project or a bad
Yeah,
project?
this is not about masternodes at all.
This is all masternodes.
It is about masternodes.
Yeah, this is deep. I don't do anything but masternodes now. People ask about altcoins, and I go, altcoin what?
So part of the value driver for Concierge Coin is
So this is the
invest
utility
the
I'm talking
into
about.
a suite of masternodes.
There's two different things. There's what we're talking about here, and this is what utility is. Sometimes the utility actually gets lost in the project. But this is definitely a masternode. When I say pre-sale, I'm selling nodes. Our coins are 1,000 coins. Take 1,000 coins, lock it into a masternode, use it to secure transactions, stabilize our network. That's why people just, it's nice. But also, we will give people rewards. That's why I'm going back to the reward structure. Some guys, like that Castle one, Castle coin, he's talking about on there, every 2 seconds. That's a bad reward structure. That is not sustainable. You can't give somebody a reward every 5 seconds. The coin's not worth anything because there's, no offense to that particular project.
Oh, I get the point.
I'm just saying that's what you don't want. So I meticulously created a reward structure. You want to give, you have to, that was working great. It's okay, it's working great still.
It wasn't on at all. You were just
No?
carrying. Yeah.
It wasn't?
your voice.
No, that was just your voice carrying.
Stop.
It wasn't on at all?
No, but you're doing a great job.
Yeah, drop the mic. Speak.
And now I'm nervous. Okay, so yeah, 1,000 the reward structure. So you want to, and it takes a lot of projects to realize like, oh, this is too much. Oh shit, they got too many coins. Oh, people are carrying too many coins. Oh, it's not worth anything, or people's gonna dump. You give somebody, I give you $100. This is basic. I give you $100, okay, and then I'm gonna give you $10 every day. You're like, well, this is fucking awesome. And then the 10th day, you get double your money. So normal investor would go, well, let's say I'm still paying $100. I want $100 for my extra $100. I'm not going to take that and sell it for $9. I want $100. But it's basically in terms free money. If I gave you $100 and I give you another $100, you get a free $100. So that's not the best way to think about it, but in light it is. So people on these projects are like, sell for anything. And then the guys are trying to price right down. So you have to be careful how much you give someone. But if you give me $100 and I give you 50 cents a day, you're going to value that 50 cents. You're going to go, I'm going to get another 50 cents tomorrow, and another 50 cents tomorrow, and another 50 cents tomorrow, and then I hit the exchange. Well, you're really not going to sell much because you know you're only getting 50 cents tomorrow.
Well, at that rate, you get 175 a year, roughly.
Yeah. Calculator over here. But you get what I'm saying? And there's a big difference. Masternodes is a huge industry, and it's huge right now. Masternodes is going to be the new age mining, basically what it is. In a nutshell. This one? This is Quark, our algorithm that we chose. Pardon?
The algorithm and the
Algorithm? This for ours is Quark. I can tell you after, give you some information on it. And it's not an ERC20 token. What?
What is it?
It's on the Quark network. I'll tell you what.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew you were going to ask that question, so I asked the guys what it meant. I'm like, why did a developer pick that, and why is it different? And I wanted to make sure that it wasn't an ERC20 token because I wasn't sure. Yeah. QUAR.
Oh, Quark.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, anyways,
Well, I'm
I won't
proud of
bore
you.
you with all the details.
I wanted to say that I'm proud of you for going after this project. I'm wishing you good luck. I didn't mean to say the website was bad. I couldn't get to the link. So I just want to
You said it
clarify that.
sucked.
No, I said shit.
Shit.
I know, but the link was shit. But the website's actually decent because you were telling me earlier you needed a new one. But I'm just saying it's not bad.
There is. I'm going to show you one more for you.
I'm proud of you guys for putting all this together like you have. Just saying the real words here because you've done the thing. I'm still not clear why we need it, but if you guys are going after the hotel hospitality industry and try to make like this integrated payment coin aspect, then I get your angle. Does everyone understand that angle? Yeah? Yes?
And I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't design this in the first place. Go, you know what? We're going to change the world. Do this. I wanted to make money. I wanted to create something that the investors make money, that has longevity, and just do things right.
It sounds like capitalism. You should have called the coin the capitalism.
Everything that
Why'd
went
you call it
wrong and
concierge?
everybody that's been scammed and all that, we want to do everything that went right.
Did that not sound like the capitalism coin to you guys?
I can change the name.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should.
It's a CCC, so we could change that. Canadian Capitalism Coin. That is. It's the ticker is CCC.
Well, the way you describe it and the way you're talking about it, it doesn't sound so lovely
And
to the
nobody gets a
hospitality
vote.
as much as it does to this, right?
Anyways, I'm happy with it, and I'm gonna strive to do even more with it. Like I've talked to my team today, things are going very well. I don't know if they thought it was going to go this well, but we're very structured well. I'm basically project managing the whole thing, so I'm trying to keep it. I'm not a web designer, but and this is much more crisp on like an HD TV. It's like, anyways, we're going to do a lot more things with it.
No one cares
There's
about
the
that stuff.
Specs.
Can I tell you something? No one cares about the graphics.
Oh no, yes.
No one cares
No,
about
yeah.
some of these other things. What we all care about is what's the coin doing? How do we get involved? Why do we need to get involved? You need to answer these like the top 5 W's, right? Just like a book
Five
report,
people came to
right?
me today, serious investors in
Yep.
the Masternodes, and they said your website needs shit.
Okay, that's fine.
It needs to be crisp.
But again,
HD,
don't worry about all
font.
that. You have to answer the 5 things to everyone. Everyone right in this room right now is like a critic. They're all like, it's like you're on the chef table and you're like, look at my new idea, look at my new recipe, look at my new menu, everybody. And we're all looking at it going, okay, well, explain it to us. Tell us the 5 W's so we get what you're trying to tell us right now. So like, focus on that even right now before you close off here. So I'm going to ask the questions. You're going to be the answerer, so I'll be the interviewer. We're going to pretend we're doing fireside chat here without the fire. Okay, awesome job on the project, Roger. First question from the whole gang here is, what does it do?
Solves a payment problem.
Okay, how does it do that? Is it got a faster speed? Is it faster than, like you said, you're using work as a main
seamless
method?
transactions with little fees.
Okay,
There's
okay.
There's the
Little to no
scalability-
fees. So we've heard this
scalability,
before.
Yeah.
Okay. So where is the focus? Another W for you. Where is the focus of this coin?
Hospitality industry.
Okay, hospitality
Which is a
industry.
Multi-billion-dollar industry.
Airbnb.
Could be.
Hotels.
I'm not going to go that descriptive.
Okay. And then where can we get it? Like, how do we acquire this coin? Where is it bought? Is it on
Right
Cryptopia?
now,
Where is
it is in pre-sale. You can contact me, go in Discord,
Okay.
and bring up our thing, and you contact me, and I'll let you know we're in phase 1 masternode left in phase 2 at 0.4, and we're selling 10 at phase 0.5.
And when people are excited about a project, they're selling stuff. They're excited. People are getting on board. And I want to say this. Sometimes people get on board because of the excitement, because opportunities are rare and they think it's amazing. But why would I want to get on board? Why would Corey over there want to get on board?
Here's why you want to get on
would a
board.
shrewd investor want to get on board?
Back to
Not just a regular
I'm
guy.
not even worried about this. Let me ask you a question like everybody wants to know. You close that door, just
Close it.
money.
Okay, sit back. That's why we got to call this thing the capitalism coin.
Money.
Okay, like I don't know. I think
So,
concierge is the wrong
I'm
word.
going to give you guys a little glimpse of probably one of the best masternode projects on, and it's all money. Don't get wrong. You're all in this. You're the best.
And we are though, and we are.
It's
the
nice.
capitalists in this room are so.
There's the full rewards structure.
Yeah, we understand.
So anyway, yeah, just to let you guys know here. Here's what you're looking for: like the block number, the block reward, the staking rewards. Right here, it's 2. The block staking reward is
I think we all understand that you're not giving away the farm and you're giving away incremental growth because you want to keep a sustainable coin moving. We get that.
You
We're
buy
good.
it at 0.3 or 0.4, and by the time you hit the exchange, it's worth 1.2 Bitcoin in 7 days. Is that a good return on your investment? I bought in this project LGS. It's by one of the famous web developers in Poland. He did one project called LPC. They're actually getting monster exposure all over. This new project is just got featured on Fox. I was the first investor in, and I missed on the I was a big whale in LPC. I bought 6 nodes. I would have had 50 or 60 Bitcoin right now in 3 months. That's what I would have made profit, and still had my nodes, a bunch of nodes, and still made money.
Hold on. Would have. Whoa.
Didn't like what I saw.
Would have. Why?
Let me finish, Jan.
I want to know why though. You would
I'm
have.
going to tell you.
Okay, good. I'm excited right now.
Didn't like what I saw. Didn't understand the fake space fully, but I made the right decisions. The guys was pumping and making fake volume. There's a bunch of things I didn't like. Wash trading, they call it.
Yeah.
Wash trade.
Yeah, one
Famous.
bullet to another, left hand to the right hand.
Yeah, and he's good. He is the best. But I'm like, I didn't like it, so I cashed out.
Yeah.
And that project, I actually bought it. Long story short, I bought back in now. But I cashed out, but I can't make the money I had. I bought back in, but I could have made 50 or 60 Bitcoin. I figured it out. And then he found out, you still have a position? I'm like, no. He was pissed. Long story short, there's a new project which is called LGS, the Logic Coin. He stepped his game up from this crappy little website, now state-of-the-art 3D. You know, we're talking three Bitcoin to make a website, maybe more, of this caliber. LGS, pull it up. LGS coin.
Okay.
Anyway, right now I bought in, so I gotta get a friend of mine to contact the developers. I couldn't chance, and he would be still mad at me for cashing out of my position.
Wow.
And then he goes, tell Rizzo, that's my name on Discord. He goes, tell Rizzo I got a node waiting for him, no hard feelings.
Cool.
So I didn't have a lot of the time. I cashed, I got like 3 Bitcoin together, bought 7 nodes, me and my friend, for it was 0.5. 0.5 first phase was another thing. 0.5 is a lot of money in this marketplace right now for all the scams, the downturn. Second phase is 0.75 and 1 Bitcoin for his third phase. This is the only guy that can ask for that kind of money. Doesn't even matter what your utility, it doesn't matter what, people just bought it because of his name. Because he would have made 50 Bitcoin last time. So anyways, I bought as many as I could for 0.5 and I've quadrupled my money 3 days later as soon as it hit the exchange. Now I'm still, with that money still there, and I'm continuing to make every day.
That's awesome.
Making like $2,000 a day American right now.
That's what I wanted to hear from you, Roger. I wanted to say, like,
Now, do you want to buy into my project?
and Concierge Coin was a way.
Better than my last speech?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because they want to hear the truth.
Yeah.
But more than that, he's lost some money too. Like he went. Let me say this too. The way
Gamblers never talk about their losses.
Okay, that's fine. But the way he's talking right now, I gotta say this too. You guys don't even understand what he went inside the Discord software, and he like a mole. He is molded around through all the software and all these little groups of people inside the Mastermind space, and made a name for himself inside Discord. Nowhere else in the world. Like he's inside Discord with these companies and with these opportunities. And guys and girls, it doesn't really exist outside of that. It's like such an internal community.
Imagine bankers going in there.
And what he's showing you is how powerful that is. He jumped into that community and he hangs out in there and he's made it his baby. And a lot of people don't have the time or the patience to do that.
I don't have the time.
I know you don't.
Let me rephrase this. I did all this, and I'm a full-time, proud father. My little boy Maxwell.
Yep.
I spend day and night with them, and I work a full-time job at CNRL with very demanding. I manage 175 manufacturers around the world. And I do this in my spare time. Wow. I'm at the print copy machine like this, so we're talking to this guy in Egypt. Give the price points of the coin. Okay. And run it back and then do it. My tie on. And it's Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, man. It's crazy. Wow. Someday my goal is to get rid of the CNRL job. Good job, great company, but this is energy, and I like it. And this is where the world is going, like you said. To be a part of it here, Jan's
So how many months did it take you to get inside like a mole? Inside the game. It's almost like you're inside with all these guys.
First coin I ever bought was happy about was Ripple. I bought it. My buddy bought one of my vendors.
No.
You want to buy Ripple?
What price?
How long in the Masternode? How long did it take you to get in the Masternode?
I bought it at 20 cents. No, 7 cents. He offered to me, and I said no. I never heard of it. I bought it at 20 cents.
Okay.
And then I lost my passwords. I went to all the coins. And then I locked myself into my account, went home to New Brunswick, and it hit $3. Like, fucking sell! By the time I got home, it was down to 80 cents or something. By the time I got back from New Brunswick. That's it. I got lots of stories of crypto's a crazy space. Crypto's like a never mind.
Wild West, man.
So,
Like a story you hear in Thailand and Ladyboys. I'll tell you some crazy stories. This is close. Okay,
So-
here we go. You guys want to get into this? So this is 311 a day. That's off.
$2,000 a week, 9,000 a month. And how long has it been steady like this?
Since it started, it's gone up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
So it's not one of these shit coins that keeps
I
going down,
told you
down,
this
down.
is the best. I told you guys. When this came on, I said, this is the coin.
So there you go, ladies
This
and
is
gents.
the
I know
one.
Trevor's been waiting for a real good tip. So Logis
This
coins,
is the best
LGS.
Masternode in the marketplace by a landslide.
It takes $12,000 to get in, though.
And then I bought in for 0.5, and now it's 1.6, so it tripled and then some.
Tripled.
$3,500, and now it's worth.
Did you get some, Corey?
Okay.
Are you in LGS?
No.
No, you missed that one too.
None of mine look like that.
See, if I had do this full time, can you imagine what like I said, I'm doing this with the photocopy machine.
The graph is amazing because most of these shit coins don't even have a graph anywhere like this. So, graph 101 basics. You can see the lift here, ladies and gentlemen. It started way down here. Okay, like 7.2, 7.25 out of 13. It's got some measure here. Dropped down around 6. And now we're way up here at 12 already, so it's maximized itself. It's doubled its value. just in its trajectory
guys.
and its performance.
This
And
is the
it's been
difference
not too
between
long.
okay website and one of the best websites I've seen. And it doesn't even do it justice because I'll let you go through it. So, just like the graphics, spot on. He made millions and millions of LGS. LGS is still the second biggest project in all the masternodes. He came up with a sister company and they said, "Oh my God, but they're going to dump the other one and they're going to take on this one." No, he goes. I texted him right away, asked him all these technical questions. No, I'm running them in parallel, and they're going to have a synergy. One's a payment coin. This is a logistics coin. I'm going to use the other one as a payment service. LPC. It's all check it out. It's huge. All down the states are closing deals now. It's going to be yes. They're interconnected together. I bought in back into LPC on a dip at like 5, and now it's at like 10. So I doubled my money. I bought a bunch of this coin that I had here, and then I sold all the rewards, and on a dip, doubled them again. Stuff like that. I don't do the day trading very often, but when I see a big dip, I'm like, done. So yeah, I've made probably 5 or 6 Bitcoin in the last week or two. So, and I'm just getting started. My project here, I'm telling you, it's going to be good. We've got a lot of hype, and we've got a lot of good guys. If you got anybody here who's on the Discord, come into the CCC, get a hold of Corey, he'll help you guys get in there, and just have a look. And if you want to buy a Master over me and try it out, no promises or anything, but I'm telling you, I did things right, and I guarantee you, if you know how to trade it all on the exchange, look at this website. The way it's restructured, we're going to make money.
Fixed a lot of problems. I've never seen a Discord that's this busy, and yeah, selling that many nodes.
So what? Vladislav is the guy? Is this the guy that's most popular?
No, he's not on there. This guy's in some basement in his mother's house somewhere. 4 or 5 laptops going on.
So who's on there then?
But this is another thing. Like, oh yeah, you don't know me if you go into my Discord room because nobody knows me as Roger. Because we put it in a room. I know it sounds crazy, but like you have like I said, if it doesn't go well, do I want to lose my reputation in Discord? So usually a lot of the guys do a project and then after a few weeks they close their identities because you don't want people dumping on the chain, people blaming you, and then your name's mud. Back to another thing crazy. You mean you're going to invest in the guy has no picture, no name, no link, and his name's Bob, SpongeBob, and he has an icon, and you're going to give him money? Are you crazy? So these guys on here have, like a board of directors, a finance guy, and they just load all the pictures and all the names. That's the difference between a world-class project. They're putting it online because they know they're going to be successful because they're walking in, they've already done it, they have the #1 Masternode project in the market. Now they just made the one that surpassed their own. So that's
What's the new one named? What's the new name?
Just want to let you guys know the difference between world-class and almost world-class.
But what's the name of the new project?
This is it. LGS. The old one was LPC.
Okay.
Just remember those 2 names. And if anybody wants to get a hold of me, Jan has a card for me. Reach out to me. I definitely want to go to coffee with you. Meet some of those girls. People in your office.
So what makes you think years ago it was going to jump up that much in this market in a week or whatever?
I know it is. Because of the way it's designed. And there's little tricks of the trade to help your project get up. We have a pre-mine. We can sell some coins on the market, keep our price afloat. If anybody's stupid and starts dumping, there's little things that you can do. The pre-mine, by the way, is your coins you have put away that we are in control of. We can sell them to pay for future investment in the project. We need to development things down. But it's blockchain, so people watch everything. Everything's disclosed. If I send $10 out of a certain account, Corey can go, I saw $10 come out of the company business account. I saw you guys move 100 coins out of your pre-mine. Are you selling that? What are you guys using it for? So if someone's following it, there's always a guy in the project that's always asking a million questions. So you have to do everything properly. That's how it is in the blockchain. Everything's recorded.
How much is the Masternode then right now?
Right now I have one left at 0.4, and we're selling 10 at 0.5, and that's it. So we don't add 30 nodes. It's almost sold out. We're sold 60% or whatever in 24 hours. So, and I might have some sold here. I got one saved for Jan. But yeah, so it's the coin thing. And the thing about what I did, people get coins usually at different stages. I said, no, we're getting everybody's getting coins at the same time. And we timed it with the blockchain. So the blockchain, like I was showing you, the reward structure?
Yep.
When you have a reward structure, everybody gets one coin, and it's not one coin a day, that's a one coin every 60 seconds, or every coin depending on how you're about your blocks. So yeah, hit the big blocks hit, and then we go from, I'm not sure.
2 coins every couple minutes to 15, 16, 17. 17 seems to be the high point.
And then it goes down.
Yeah.
And that's the total, that's not what you get. Because part of 1.6 and 2, so you get 1.6. So then 1.6 jumps to 4, which is just, but these are low, these are very low rewards. And in LGS, you get my first reward, it was 0.7. I'm like, 0.7? That's what I mean. It takes all, now it's gone up, it's 1.6. That castle one, you're getting 40 every 5 seconds. So, the coin doesn't, it's another coin, I get another 100, I get another 400, I got 100,000. No value there.
12,000 a day after 2 weeks before we hit the.
So that is where you're gonna get the value. Value of the coin. When we open the exchange, nobody will have enough coins to dump. That's the key. So the key to trading on there, if you have a lot of excess, like I said, you're not gonna give your 50 cents away. You're not gonna throw it on the exchange, and you're sure as hell ain't gonna sell it for 30 cents or 20 cents. You want 50 cents.
You're hearing the mindset, hey? I'm standing back here, and I'm so just enthused about the mindset right now. Like, you guys are listening. There's different people at different stages of crypto in this room right now and doing different projects even. They're looking and listening to you.
Too much.
No, it's not at all. We're loving this. We're loving it.
I'm just being completely honest.
But I love it because I'm hearing you say all these things, and I'm just like, wow, this guy, he's just so aggressive on the capitalism on this thing. So, wishing you the best of luck.
Everybody asks, it's capitalism, coin.
The capitalism coin got me all hyped up right now. I love it.
See, they like it. Smashing it here. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I won't take any more of your time.
Okay.
Get a hold of me.
We got another special guest to get up here. It's already 9:30. Jeff's coming up next.
And if anybody want to buy it, it'd be super cool. I'd love to have you. Like I said, 80 to 90% of another something, 80 to 90% of the people that have bought Masternodes for my project, I know them. I think there's 3 guys that I don't know, which is amazing because we have our own, we call it the VIP lounge. All the Masternodes, if you bought a Masternode, you go in that room and then we talk strategically prices, how we're going to do. And then you got everybody, only 30 people.
He says he knows them. He's never met any one of them.
No, these are local guys.
But exactly. But over that Discord, you got to still be careful because some of these people are making friends and you still don't know them. Okay, be careful. I just want to pull that.
Yeah, you got to be very careful. But I'm a smart guy. I've vetted these guys for the last year. And we have our own private Discord where we've actually KYC'd each other. Because we do shared Masternodes, we've done group things together. So we got that under control. Anyway, reach out to me if you want to get involved. I'm involved. He's involved in this particular project. Love to have you. You need to get a Masternode for a cookie. Thank you for your time, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Give a round of applause. Good job. Give me that mic. Pass me the mic.
I'm into delegated proof of stake.
Pass me the mic.
I want to get one of these made for a coin.
Absolutely. I'll do that yesterday. Yeah, I make the actual
How
coin,
quick
so
are
we
they
can do
gonna
that. We can have them in a few days.
Really?
Doesn't take long. Yeah, I have to design it first in the software, and then we'll go from there. I'm
And
just
he's
logging
gonna
into
do
my
it through the software,
to my SafeCoin Safe Trade account, and Jeff's going to come up and talk about his project. So I hope you guys let him finish here. But I just want to say that I love you guys and girls all. It's about the people one more time. And just hearing his talking and his stories and all that stuff and his journey, it just gets me so warm and fuzzy inside. I love it. Whether he's right or wrong, whether he really knows these fucking people or not, whether this concierge coin is the capitalist coin and anyone gives a shit, it doesn't matter because his energy and what he's doing about it is so exciting. And I want to wish it the best, but so far, back to me being an investor, I've had a hard time with all of these other minuscule, tiny project ideas actually equating to something of what I call grandiose value, something of merit, something that's going to be in the top 25 of coin market cap. And so far, no disrespecting the capitalist coin and the loopy coin and the logic coin and every other Polish guy's coin, because I'm Polish too on half of it. The point is, most of all those things linger out there. And what they are, and I know what Roger's getting at too, is they're a capitalistic mechanism if you can work with it, if you can work it, if you can work with the people, you can work with the systems, you can work with the software, the mindset, the money, you have the Bitcoin to spend, you can get involved and you can work with it and make some capitalism happen. And I know he knows how, and I know Corey knows how. So I want you all to know that we have support here for you. The main thing, if you want to try some masternodes, you're not alone. We've got some people here that have, bet their own hard-earned paychecks here to learn and grow the system. So now come on up here, speaking of paychecks, this is another guy in our community who has a day job full-time and is working on some substantial value here. Out of everything I've seen come out of Calgary so far, I really believe this coin will be in the top 25 of coin market cap eventually. I want to help get it there.
Top 10.
A lot of projects, 25, 10, whatever, they're all excellent to me. A lot of projects, again, try to explain what they're doing and do all these things, and the SafeCoin just does it, right? This is going to be the money transport for B2B and a lot of other things. And then we've also got the Safe Exchange, and I've logged in there, and I'm going to give the mic to Jeff, and he's going to walk you guys through all this. Thanks for coming, Jeff.
Awesome.
Thanks, Jan. There you go. There you go.
Thanks, Jan. Appreciate
Rock
it.
and roll.
All right, this is my third
You
time
talk
here.
to the
Just
mic
wanted to
like this.
say, how's that?
That's better, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's my third time here, and so I think a few of you already know me. So I'll be kind of brief as to what SafeCoin is, and just give you guys kind of an update of what we've done so far since I spoke to you guys last week. So SafeCoin was conceived back in 2013. The idea of 2013, 2012 was kind of when I learned about crypto, and I thought, holy crap, this looks really dangerous. Very, very cool, the whole idea of, we can create our own cryptocurrency and our own sort of monetary store of value, and there's no one controlling entity. Great idea, except there were all sorts of scams happening. There were all sorts of hacks. There was all sorts of issues with money disappearing. And so I immediately thought, okay, well, there should be a safe coin. There should be a coin all about safety that can earn people's trust. And I think Jason mentioned it earlier, like Bitcoin is about trust. And this is really just focused on that.
It's a place where people who don't know each other and don't trust each other can share trust in a protocol.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, back in 2013, I didn't see any technology available that actually had the level of security to call it SafeCoin. That didn't happen until late last year, so I launched this in February. It is a coin dedicated, so it is a highly secure coin. It has a ton of security features. It has the potential, when fully activated, to have the same security level or better than Bitcoin. And actually, it can, depending on how you set it up, it can actually use Bitcoin's security network on itself. So that's kind of what this is. Now, we forked from Komodo. Komodo is basically about two things: security and decentralized exchange. So this coin is also designed right from the blockchain inside out to do decentralized exchange. So what I've done is I've taken that concept and then I've said, okay, but there's still some need for centralized exchange. There has to be a balance between the two. So we created SafeTrade, which is a centralized exchange. And later on, we're going to be launching our decentralized exchange, and the two of them will actually be tied together. They will have integration between the two of them.
One for government, one for not?
Pretty much.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
What's a Binance doing? Oh, they're coming after us? Okay.
They are.
Let's
They
go. Decentralized and centralized. Done.
So you build a table, and half of it is above the table, and the rest of it is under the table.
That's a bad word to say, under the table.
Yeah, I shouldn't say under the table, but yeah. So it's also a privacy coin.
Behind the curtain.
Yeah, it has something called ZK snarks. Basically, what ZK snarks mean is they're mathematically provable that nobody can ever get into your business. So even if you look at some of the top privacy coins, Dash, Monero, they can't make that claim. All they can say is that it's highly unlikely that anybody will ever get into your business. This actually is mathematically provable that it's impossible if you do transactions using ZK snarks. So that's originally based off Zcash. So basically how it works is there's Bitcoin. Bitcoin got forked to Zcash, which has the ZK snarks. It's a mathematically provable privacy. It's the only invented like that, except for maybe Zcoin. And from Zcash, Komodo forked it. Komodo took that privacy, and then they added the security of the Bitcoin network to that privacy. And then I forked that, and Komodo got really mad at me. So, anyway, but we're all past that. We're all friends now. Yeah, so...
Komodo is good.
They are.
Honestly, Komodo is a really, really strong project.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned they're about safety and they're about decentralization. But one of the things that I see in Komodo is efficiency.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing is they're piggybacking on to the robust, expensive proof of work of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Without having that expense in-house.
Yep.
And Safecoin does the same thing. It
Yes.
picks off the same idea of Bitcoin. It's using Bitcoin's back end to do the POW as well.
So yeah, when we do this, I guess so. We are a little bit different than Komodo. Komodo is basically security. So they had an ICO. So we mentioned the security word. Are you a security or currency? Generally, you're better off if you're a currency. If you have a choice, you have a lot more legal ability to function in this world if you're a currency. For instance, Bitcoin, Ethereum are currencies. So unfortunately, the way Komodo is structured, so they are a security, so that limits them somewhat. But they gained the advantage of they made a ton of money on their ICO, which enabled them to really move forward with their product. I didn't have an ICO. I gave it out to basically proof of work mining. So I am basically the currency form of Komodo. I shouldn't say I. Our whole team. Yeah, it's a decentralized project.
It says that there's safe nodes coming down here. Yeah, your algorithm is Zhash, so you can mine for it right now. Have the 4 million been done yet so far for the pre-mining?
Yes.
They are. They're done. Okay.
Yeah, they're pre-mined right from the first block. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. So we can set anyone up in the room that wants to mine for these. So we can mine for Safecoin, and we can give you the algorithm and the credentials and the logins and all that sort of stuff. So we'll help you out with that. So anyone in the room that wants to start mining for this, let me know, and I'll set you up with the credentials to mine for the Safecoin. If anybody wants to buy Safecoin, you can get Bitcoin from me. You guys know that already. And then you can come to the safe.trade exchange, and you can put in some Bitcoin here into the wallet. And I'll show you the different wallets that we have here. We've got Safe, we've got Bitcoin, we've got BTZ, Zen, and a bunch of other alternative coins that Jeff has vested in the Safe trade. Yeah, Kodo's there, SEC, Ravens new this week. There it is, the last guy on the list. I lost it, sorry. But
that was actually a coincidence. So our community votes on which coin to add.
Yeah, which is really cool.
They voted it in like the exact same time that it came up on your radar in the last presentation.
Yeah, exactly. So you can actually vote a coin into the exchange here rather than having to pay money and have like extortion and all these other methods that other exchanges are doing. Yeah.
That's the number one. Was the number one volume on the crypto bridge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like mining coins. I called and asked them. They don't have a masternode, or they don't.
No, it's all mining.
It's all mining.
It's been on for a long time. It's the people's favorite.
Yeah.
It's the people's
It's
favorite.
the highest one for a long
Oh
time.
yeah. People are in love with Ravencoin.
They're
Let's
a beautiful project.
let's go take a look at the chart for a second here to see how it's doing.
Who's the king of security that I bought into?
We'll just flip over there for a sec. Why not?
Took my block oil and I hate looking at this.
So it's up 4.4% today. Okay, it's 2 cents right now, Ravencoin, and it was less than that. It was even 1 cent before, like a week or two ago. So it's doubled its value already.
Not strong in SDO.
Like polymath?
Look at that volume right there.
Polymath, you like it?
Look at that spike in volume, you guys. That's massive. Compared to all the other days that it's been running, look at this.
Wow, it just hasn't performed.
And then it's a giant spike. It went to 32 billion market cap, USD.
32 million.
32 million, yep.
Raven just has so many things going for it. It has a really interesting. I don't want to talk. I'm supposed to be talking about Bitcoin.
Of course. Listen, we'll move back. We'll move back.
But no. Having said that, Raven just has. They're highly decentralized. Now, decentralization is just once you get past that critical mass, decentralization is great, and hopefully they are past that critical mass now. So they have a ton of developers working on it. They're just extremely passionate about it. They have amazing tech. They had an oversupply problem where they had too many coins. So they implemented, they're doing a fork, and basically what they're going to do is they're implementing a burn mechanism, which means their supply is actually going to drop. So they're solving problems, and they also have a lot of business partnerships.
Why do they do that? Why do they burn? What's
So
the
many
supply
coin burns.
Yeah, what are they burning?
Because they realize they screwed up.
But-
and they
but
got way
people
too
are
many
confused
coins,
about
they
that.
Burn it to lower their supply.
People are confused about that. Why are we burning coins? What's the
Should
point of
make
that?
the
Why
structure
are we not issuing these and just letting them
reduce
run on
the
the internet like this?
Scarcity.
Yeah.
So it's creating
Yeah.
scarcity by the burn,
Scarcity drives value.
pruning.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, what is the value of Bitcoin? Everybody had a different opinion. I said the will of the people. I guess we can argue with that. But one thing that was brought up is scarcity. And so basically, what Raven's coin has done is realized that and decided, okay, we need scarcity. We're going to make scarcity, and so that's what they're doing.
Neat. So burning coins creates scarcity. Are we burning any safe coins?
No, we're already scarce from design. So,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
We're that. I make mistakes too. Everybody makes mistakes, but that we got right. So we're 36 million max supply.
Nice.
So we don't need to do any burns. We're already quite scarce.
Nice. I like it.
So how do you get money to get big, get out there, get noticed?
So first thing we did, we basically we started a huge community with mining. So actually, a month ago, nobody in Calgary knew about Safecoin, but internationally, lots of miners knew about it. So we created a community of 2,000 members, and a lot of them are developers, and they just help out all the time. Actually, that's a good segue. So how do I get the money to actually do this? One
These
of
are the
things I'm
mining
doing-
pools.
Equipool, Cat's Pool, Fantastic Pool. Those are all fantastic pools. But yeah, so I'm starting to look at that now. I'm working at ways. So one thing, the Safe Trade is a corporation. So we're looking at actually raising funds on Safe Trade. The reason we separate them is because we want SafeCoin to be like a free, decentralized project that's not inhibited by anything securities related. So they're completely separated that way. On the exchange, they're tied together very tightly. But anything securities related, we handle that with Safe Trade. The rest is all SafeCoin, nice and clean, currency based. Now, so yeah, for instance, I have one community member. He's from Russia. He's a fantastic developer. He basically quit his job. He quit his government job to work on this full time.
Wow.
He's been doing this for 2 months. We have a lot of stories like this. Because out of 2,000 members, there's just some very passionate people. They see the name, they see where the thing's going, and they care. They really, really care. So one thing we're developing right now, actually, we just got working in testnet this morning, is a multi-coin copay wallet.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
new.
Very, very few coins have one. With our design, we may be the only one like it in existence
Wow.
when it comes out.
See, this is the exciting part for me. I'm listening and I was like, what?
Yeah.
What did you just say?
So here's the thing. This is why I really need Jan and Corey and Jason and the team here, is because really, and I think this was pointed out earlier, this is very much all about money and marketing. I'm a developer. I get that, but I don't have time to market. So I'm literally, I'm working on, I develop when I'm here, or I'm setting up deals. The rest of the time, like that's all I do, is I put out stuff.
He does. He's a constant waterfall.
Or I
of
project management.
genius.
Project manage to get other developers to put out stuff.
You're a developer?
Yeah.
Well, he's developed SafeCoin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
We are, by
developing.
the way,
He sits there right there developing it live while we're here.
Where are you from?
Right here, Calgary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Welcome
Cowboys
to this
Casino.
like awesome city of ours, everybody.
Casino.
You know, welcome. And look at you too. Look at you. You're Mr. going to Poland and all around the world. We're watching you going holy shit, and then we're watching him going holy shit, and we're watching his thing going holy shit. Think about it. It's pretty cool.
So I really need
pretty
these
cool.
guys, and I'm starting to rely on them to help me with some of the marketing, because literally, a project should really, I'm just going to be honest, it should have 10 times marketing to 1 times development. That's just how it is.
Yeah,
We're not. We're like 1 to 1.
You're more like
we
10
de-
times
we
development,
develop
1
as
times
much as we
marketing.
market.
You're opposite.
It can't stay like that, but on the other hand, development is key. We just put stuff out. So like I think I talked to you guys last week. We put out a new wallet. I didn't even know if I had time to show it. We did a multi-coin wallet last week. Very few coins have
There you are,
multi-coin
look.
wallets. Oh, yeah. So our wallet is now multi-coin. Sorry?
The Jack's wallet?
Yeah, like a Blockfolio wallet or anything like that. But we're not spending too much time on it because we just really don't think desktops.
Put that one up for him.
Blockfolio is not a wallet.
Who did this one for us? Looks good.
Yeah. Well, sorry, we're headed that way though. So I don't really think desktops are the future of this stuff. I think it's going to be mostly mobile and web based. So that's really where we're putting most of our effort in. So this guy from Russia, this morning he's talking to me and he's like showing me the screenshots and we're testing it out and it works beautifully. He's been working on it for 4 weeks straight, nonstop. He barely sleeps full time.
We barely sleep.
And it will be one of the best wallets in crypto. Period. Normally, so there's coins that come out where they will give you a roadmap, and on the roadmap they'll say, in mid 2019 we're going to come out with an amazing wallet. We don't even have time for a news release. Like we just put it out. Like
That's the difference between like.
yeah, and that's why I need some help because we're creating technology that's never seen before, and we're just putting it out as fast, and then we're moving on to the next thing. So then, meanwhile, I had the night 2 nights before I overhauled. I showed you guys our exchange before. I said I wasn't happy with it. So from the time of last week, I overhauled the entire exchange from start to finish.
Sir, it's the last one.
So basically,
It's the last tab. It's there.
oh yeah, I just want to show you. So right from the front page to the trading UI, we've redesigned the entire exchange in a matter of 3 days.
Way better.
So I haven't slept, but yeah. And in the background, you can see our logo there, and I'm still not happy with it.
I like the slogan, let us take your story.
beta safe and sorry. We're calling ourselves beta as long as we can. It's key.
Of course.
So this entire UI has never been used on a live system until last night. So a lot of exchanges will like partner with a company. They might pay $500,000 or $3 million a year to run exchange software. We've basically done all of this just from blood, sweat, and tears. So this is actually just being tested on a live system right now for the first time. I'm seeing things I want to change. So this weekend, I'm going to overhaul it again. And we're just going to keep working on it until it's a top 10 exchange. And I need somebody to help market it because I don't even have time to put out a news release. So meanwhile, so we have a community of 2,000 members. And they see a level of trust. They see that we've earned trust, and they know that it matters. And so as soon as I put out this exchange, half the community loved it. The other half was like, "We want more." And I was like, "Okay." But one person came up and he says, "Look, I really like this." He's like, "When is it going to be perfected?" I'm like, "I should have it. By the end of the week, we should have this perfect." He's like, "Okay." He's like, "I need you to." Work on a deal with me, but your exchange. So right now we do about $10,000 to $20,000 a day of traffic. He's like, in 2 weeks' time, your exchange needs to be ready for about $1 million a day of traffic. So, but yeah, and where's Jan? There's Jan. So I didn't see you, so I got to talk to you about this after because we have to have everything ready in 2 weeks.
That's right away.
Yeah. Anyway, so the progress happens over fast. We don't have time for news releases. We don't have time for anything. And we have people who just want to bring massive amounts of volume in a very short period of time. They like the name, they like the project, they trust the people. Will it actually happen? I don't know, but we have to prepare for it. And this kind of stuff happens all the time. So then I talked to the Russian developer, and I'm like, by the way, because of this new deal, I need you to change the whole Copay wallet. And here's what we need to do. And like he didn't respond for about 20 minutes, and then he sent me a picture of an empty fridge. So I got to make a payment tonight. So Yeah.
Forget to pay a couple invoices.
That's right. So we are basically just flying and trying to get as much done as we can in a short period of time. The rate of development, I mean, again, a lot of ICOs, you see a lot of ICOs will say, you know what, and they'll show you a picture of an exchange. And watch out for that too. Watch out for those nice pictures. They'll show you a nice picture of an exchange. Say, in a year, we're going to have all these things. So we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for the ICO because we don't want to be a security. So we're just putting the exchange out.
It is a really interesting, I guess you could say, opportunity cost for a project, because you can build one thing at a time, and the projects that build their marketing before they build their product get funded so they can build their product, and that's where it seems to be the order of operations. You've taken that and turned it 180. Says the opportunity cost will go into the product itself, and then we'll rely on, I guess you could say, peer review process, the validity of it all, to spread through word of mouth.
So much
and so here's the thing: we already know we have better branding than all those ICOs. We already know that. We have way better branding. So 6 months ago, we started building the trust, and we started showing people that we can build stuff. In a sense, I'm not worried about the marketing, because I know with the right partnerships, the marketing will just come right to it. It'll come right to it, and it'll all combine, because a strong marketer knows that you can leverage this branding. For every dollar you put into the marketing, you can get a way better return with this branding. So that's going to be coming soon, and apparently it's going to be coming in 2 weeks.
I think you'll attract a lot of people as well in the
Yeah.
crypto sphere, because the crypto sphere is all about word. It's all about peer to peer.
Yeah.
Right?
You
So
know what word
word
he's
of mouth.
saying? I'll give you a high five because you're saying the word of our documentary. Like when he's saying that word cryptosphere, this is the name of our documentary. You guys don't even know what.
You're doing a documentary?
Yes, we are.
Is that part on it?
Yes, we
That
have
little
we have
right there.
$500,000 that's been given to us by the Alberta government grant situation for creatives, and we have $500,000. Yeah,
That's
we'll
awesome.
all that. And it kicks off next month.
How much do
And
I
the
get
movie,
for that?
the movie's called Cryptosphere.
That's
And I've been
awesome.
throwing the word out with him just for doing this little thing.
Yeah.
It is coming together. You bet it is, you guys. This is sick. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. You're in it.
By the way,
He's
disclaimer:
in the
I'm not promising anything in 2 weeks.
All I was saying is that I think that by having a viable, valid, auditable product, we will attract the right participants from the crypto sphere first.
Yes.
Because the right participants in the crypto sphere are technology first.
Yeah.
If we can audit the technology, that's the whole trust and protocol thing. People will gravitate in this direction.
Yeah.
It's not about a flashy YouTube ad for a dude. You don't want people participating early who don't understand what they're getting into. The right participants are the people who understand the shit.
Another really dangerous thing, about skyrocketing your price really early, is that's basically means your entire team is exiting at that point. So I have very little interest in skyrocketing my price right now. I do want to bring more people on. I want to grow it organically, but I'm holding this forever. Really, realistically, like I'll generate revenue off it to live off of, but I'm holding this forever. What I want to do is actually, instead of people exiting, I need to bring people in right now, and that's really what we're trying to do, is to bring the right people in at the right time. And if you have that strong partnership and foundation early, that's really what can bring you into the top 10.
Okay.
So.
It's
on it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Got her.
Over the top.
Theoretically, with no promises.
Oh, I got a good feeling.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is it on any major exchange besides your own exchange? Is it buoyant?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is some other exchange. Show me the other exchange.
So we're on just.
The website's one tap back. You can see it there. Show them the website, and it'll tell us what exchanges you have it on. You have
Okay,
Utopia,
where are we here?
else?
Yeah, just the one right now. I'll talk to you guys a little bit about. So we're on Crex24. Crex, yeah. Crex24 is actually kind of an underrated exchange.
Not that bad.
So
It's up and coming. It's up.
they just So what we did is we invested in an exchange which was growing kind of like us. It's much smarter because it costs a lot less money, and at the same time.
Sorry to interrupt.
It was 0.2 Bitcoins. That was it. Yeah, there are more now. There are more to list now. So they've been growing, and actually there was just we just I forget the website link, but they just had a sort of a listing of exchanges in terms of popularity and functionality. Crex24 listed number 48 in the world. So I think they were not in the top 1,000 when we chose them. So we do believe we will be on a major exchange, but we think the major exchange will be SafeTrade. One of the reasons I don't want to list on 1 billion exchanges is because then you're reliant on those exchanges to basically maintain your blockchain. I don't trust any of them. The only one I actually trust is my own.
So decentralized exchange.
Tell us why you don't
Ether
trust
Delta.
him. No, tell us why you don't trust him for a second. Because the guy that writes the code and is behind
Yeah,
the
good
curtain,
question, good question.
inside the back end of everything.
Tell us what
well,
can be
front
done.
end.
Tell us what
Why-
can be
why
done.
don't you trust these guys?
So I, you
Just
know,
a quick, give us 2-3 things.
so I
had to do
have to be
is
careful. So I
communicate.
am friends with a lot of the exchanges.
Yeah.
I think just yesterday some guy accidentally gave me the password to his exchange, and then, and then he was going to publish it, and I said, "Don't publish that." To his whole exchange. Now, where's my mousey? There you are. So, just off the top of my head, so we're actually partnered with Bitcoin Z. We do a lot of work with that. A lot of the smaller coins do actually partner with each other.
Okay.
I just happen to know this. So they recently, a couple months ago, they did a fork. They gave all the exchanges 2.5 months notice that they were going to do a fork, which means that all the exchanges have to update their software.
And what did Bitcoin go to for their backbone? What's their mainnet running on that?
For their backbone, they not sure. The backbone.
Proof of work.
Yeah, the proof of work.
Oh, sorry. They switched to Zhash, so we actually switched with them. So that's a sorry. Yeah, it's a whole other conversation. I think most of you guys heard my spiel on that, but if you've got questions about Zhash, basically we have an
So what
awesome
do you think of
mining.
Zhash, by the way? Are you a fan of it? Yes, you love it?
It's been amazing.
Okay,
It's been
good.
amazing. Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
really
like
good.
Zhash too, and I own a little bit of Bitcoin myself. I own every single Bitcoin, diamond, gold, green. I bought a little bit of all of it just because I'm a Bitcoin nutcase.
So Bitcoin Z's had a rough go of it, by the way, actually. So, by the way, this is actually a very legitimate coin. You wouldn't know by the price right now. Little message up here.
What's it worth right now? Just real quick, it's less than
8 cents.
way less. Yeah. No, it's not even 8 cents. That's more than
823
That's 800ths of a cent. Yeah.
I have a little message up here. So this coin at one time was worth like $30 billion or something.
Was it?
Yep. CSEX is currently trading an old chain of Bitcoin Z. So basically, CSEX is a major exchange.
Yep.
And they were like 2.5 months was not enough notice, so we're just going to keep running your old node. So they're running in a totally different currency.
What?
Yeah.
How did they do
It's
that?
called a different. They're on a different chain.
Totally different
What's a
chain.
different chain? You did it in Masternodes. You're like, oh, I'm getting tons of rewards today.
Yeah.
Like, oh, are you?
But it's
Probably on
worthless, right?
You're probably on the old
It's
chain.
worth $0.
Zero.
Zero.
$0. So, but people still trade, and they won't
Yeah.
delist it. They're just going to let people keep depositing Bitcoin and buy it on that exchange.
What? Really?
Then they try to withdraw it into their wallet. It won't withdraw.
Won't withdraw.
Because it doesn't exist.
Holy fuck.
It's on the old
Stop
chain.
to this.
It's on the old
Yeah.
chain. They always.
I already know you highly don't agree with any of that. Like, how does this shit get along? How do they do that?
Ethereum Classic.
It's the problem with decentralization. It's all by consensus. And if somebody doesn't want to play ball with you,
But
that's
the
it.
customer gets killed for it. The sacrificial lamb is all the other people that buy in.
Yeah, centralized exchanges have set the bar. Yeah, centralized exchanges have set the bar very, very low for us, and this is why we think we can take over the whole market.
You know?
The bar is very low. So that happened. Yobit's super bad for it.
Oh, yeah.
There's actually another safe coin running on Yobit. Don't go to Yobit. It doesn't exist anywhere.
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Zero.
Nowhere.
Zero value, zero. And it's on there, right? It's just
Insane
floating around.
Coin is another one on Yobit. Yobit's really bad for this. So, Insane Coin is on Yobit. Don't buy it. It doesn't exist.
Wow.
So you have
we
to
got
actually.
bugged on the pack coin. There was a 2-pack coin, and we got totally raped
Yeah.
on that coin big time.
Oh,
That
well,
was garbage.
yeah. Well, Insane Coin does exist somewhere, but on certain exchanges, they just run rogue versions of it, which you can't use anywhere. So there's also so one of the things we're also working on. I'm working on another developer from Slovakia, and his project, what he's going to be working on pretty much full time. And this is based on some of my conversations with the banks in Calgary and with the Alberta Securities Commission, is they're really looking for ways to find traceability in coins and find ways to have a sense of, is the blockchain, because they only deal with some of the top coins, right? Because they're scared. They're trying to minimize risk. They'll deal with Bitcoin, Ethereum. They're like, oh, should we touch EOS? Because they're super risk averse. So we're looking at putting together highly scalable, very, very fast security detection systems which do traceability. So when you deposit, it can very, very quickly trace the origins of that coin and make sure it comes from a safe place. And also do a quick scan of the entire blockchain, determine has it been under attack lately? Is somebody trying to attack it now? Are there differences? Are there any evidence? Is there any evidence of recent double spends? And if there is, the exchange will just shut it right down. So we're actually building that into our centralized exchange. And we're working on it right now. Again, there's going to be no news releases. It's not in our roadmap. We're just building it. Because we don't have time. So, yeah. We're also working on safe nodes. I might have to delay about that about a bit because now I have to scale this exchange to handle $1 million a day for 2 weeks from now. Whether or not it happens, I don't know. Woo! But I have to prepare for it, so I have to change. So I have to scale up the whole back end for that. We will be doing safe nodes though. So our safe nodes will be entirely different again. So that's going to be a major project. That will be our first blockchain-based. Well, actually, Zhash was. It'll be our. So Oz and Bitcoin Z were the two coins to first release Zhash, which is slowly growing to be an extremely popular algorithm. There's a number of new coins are now coming out with it.
Why has Zhash got the hot sauce right now? Why do you think? What do you think?
Well,
are they just open company? They're open to work with everybody. They have the technology. It's what's the mindset, the attitude? Why?
Well, if you're an institutional coin, if you're one of the top 10 coins, you want to go with ASICs. ASICs are just where the institutional investors all grab ASICs, and that's what they use to mine the coin. But a decentralized coin should be more than institutional. So if you're a smaller coin, if you're a coin that's in an earlier phase of your development, you want to reach people like are in this room, people who have GPU miners, things like that. And so what Zhash does is it's tailored to the average person, so that as many people as possible can enjoy the coin and be part of the project. So for most algorithms, if you try to, almost all algorithms, if you try to mine it with a GPU, you're not going to get much. You get a little bit, you won't get a ton, because you're competing with ASICs, and the ASICs always win. You're also competing with NiceHash, and NiceHash always wins. So you're kind of third in line. You get what's left over after the ASICs and the NiceHash are done, basically. What the Zhash does is it cuts them completely out. There is no current way to mine Zhash with an ASIC, and there's no way to mine it. And so there's very few coins like that. There's also no way to mine it with NiceHash, and we put a lot of work into that to actually block NiceHash. We might be the only algorithm in existence that's blocked NiceHash. For how long, I don't know, but for the moment, we've actually blocked NiceHash. So that just gives GPU miners maximum value for their dollar. It allows us to reach out to the broader spectrum.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyway, when safe nodes come out, they it's a similar story there. So I'm just kind of showing you basically what we do is we put out. We do. We really, really do. Safe nodes. I can't It's the same thing. Like, all we say on our roadmap about safe nodes is that we're bringing safe nodes out. If I actually did a white paper on it now, or if I told you guys exactly what the safe nodes are going to do, within 3 days there would be 15 coins coming out with ICOs promising the same technology, and it'll have copied white papers. So there's no way. Anyway, there is no point in my mind of putting out safe nodes unless they do something that shakes up the whole industry. So I won't put them out until they do something that changes the whole way we deal with masternodes. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, does anybody have any questions?
What are you currently trading at now? Yeah, what's the competition? Is there a bunch of competition out there for you guys?
Tons. Oh yeah. Let me refresh this. Oh no, it should be auto refresh.
You have my number already. You have a few questions.
We are at 415 sats. So I don't know. That's somewhere around 2.5 cents.
Yeah. Yeah, it's half of that in cents, it's about 2 cents. It's rough.
Yeah.
I have a question about Bitcoin as coins and exchange. Sure, absolutely. It's decentralized or is it?
Shoot me now.
So what you're looking at here is Safe Trade. Safe Trade is centralized exchange. So here's the problem with decentralized exchanges. Well, there's a couple problems with them and a couple great things about them. Decentralized exchanges can also be hacked very, very easily. CryptoBridge has had hacks. CryptoBridge has also gone down for many, many hours. That's a sign that it's not actually a decentralized exchange, by the way. If an entire exchange goes down for 2 days, it's not a decentralized exchange.
Agreed.
Yeah. So we're actually going to put a real decentralized exchange there. But the problem is decentralized exchanges don't solve all problems. You cannot do high frequency trading in centralized exchanges. A lot of coins are promising that they're going to offer decentralized high frequency trading. Here's the thing, it's not possible. Because if you have 1 million users from all over the world, how do you make an order book unless every single thing comes in at the exact same millisecond? It's not possible. It's not physically possible to create a perfect order book for high frequency trading. So centralized exchanges will always exist. So what this does is it merges the centralized with the decentralized. This will have complete integration with the decentralized exchange. So you can, if you're in a country where crypto is banned, for instance, you can trade on the decentralized exchange, and you can trade with all the other major traders on the centralized exchange. So it's going to offer both.
So basically, you have a coin, you have exchange, and you have a wallet also. So what's the relationship between these? Because for me, it's kind of 2 different projects. Right?
Yes.
It's the same thing, like coin.
Okay, so let me go back here.
And by the way, the wallet, I'm very interested in the wallet. I think it's an entry point for the average users.
Oh, thank you.
What's the feature, your advantage of the wallet, and what coins you support right now?
Well, currently we have a bunch of wallets. My phone's over there. So we've got an Android wallet. So I've got a wallet on my phone. We have a web-based wallet. Sorry, you had like 3. Let me get to your first question. So you asked, like, what's the tie-in? What's the idea with just having a bunch of different projects? How do they relate? So what I'll show you here is Binance coin. So this is a coin put out by Binance.
Yeah, I know that.
They do well. Not today. Okay. So they're $1 billion. They've been higher as well, depending on how they structure it. They've been much higher than that too. This coin is strictly for the exchange, and when you use it on the exchange, you get discounted rates. Basically, it's their own coin, and they have capital in it, and it allows you to trade for less money with less commission, or you can earn money depending on how much you trade. So it's an incentive coin, really. We're doing the same thing with SafeCoin on SafeTrade. So SafeTrade would be an incentive coin. When you use SafeCoin, you're going to get incentive. You're going to get some of the commission back. Yeah.
Does it burn like BNB?
We don't need to because we set it up a little bit different.
Okay.
But yeah, because we're already limited supply.
Okay.
But we're going to have the same incentive-based economics around it. And then a little bit more too. So I mentioned earlier, you vote. If you want your coin on SafeTrade, you have to vote. So this is our voting page. So here's people voting, trying to vote coins in their favorite coin because they want to trade it. So most exchanges charge high listing fees, and they accept Bitcoin. What does that do? It raises the price of Bitcoin. What this does, the only way to get a coin onto SafeTrade is to pay in SafeCoin. So basically, every economic tool we have, we're leveraging to raise the value of SafeCoin and make it even more scarce. So, yeah.
You push them through the SafeCoin.
That's right. Yeah. In terms of the wallet, I think, I'll be honest, we have some really great wallets. I wouldn't say anything. We have a multi-coin wallet, which is kind of unique. It's not unique enough to me. I'm not happy with it. Now, truly, most coins do not have a multi-coin wallet. It's quite rare. It's not rare enough for me. What I want is a mobile multi-coin wallet.
Oh, yes.
And what this really does is...
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And again, so SafeCoin will be the first coin listed on top of that wallet. It'll work the best on that wallet. We'll advertise SafeCoin on that wallet the whole bit. But the idea is we just want to have... So what that wallet will do, the mobile wallet, is you can go with your phone and you can actually pay for things. So to go with that wallet, we are also setting up a kiosk, so you can go into restaurants. We do a lot of shit, and we don't actually have time to even tell people about it. I just remember this stuff as I'm talking. So Kiosk Z, we're partnered with Bitcoin Z. So there's going to be 4. I don't know who this guy is.
Real quick, he is the largest advertising spender on Bitcoin.
Kevin!
I agree.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that so much.
It is annoying.
Okay, so as this dude's talking, you'll see there's 4 coins on this. This one here is SafeCoin.
What's the first one? It looks like
Bitcoin Z.
Okay, good.
Bitcoin Z, SafeCoin. So we're partnered with them.
And then what? Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin?
Bitcoin. Yeah.
Regular Bitcoin, no cash? He doesn't like cash either?
No cash, no. Not yet. It might change.
Yeah.
But for now, it's kind of exclusive. So what we're doing is so these are going out to restaurants. So again, lots of ICOs will give you a picture of one of these and say, in a year, we're going to produce it. So please pay us. We didn't have time for that. We just made them. We used 3D printers, and we made them. And they exist right now, and they're going into restaurants.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
That's a big deal, dude.
so then, this was our exchange. This was our exchange last week.
You know, I don't
And
mind
we just
this
overhauled
whole
it.
thing.
Yeah.
I know you
Oh, yeah.
overhauled, but I kind of like that old layout.
We might do light mode, dark mode, and switch between the
Good
two.
idea. That'd be a good
Yeah.
idea.
So, literally, so these are coming out right now. They already exist. Very different concept. We actually just build stuff rather than making brochures.
Wait. You actually want to have a product before you sell it.
Yes.
Revolutionary.
Yeah.
So I didn't even.
Nowadays.
We had this. Yeah, I didn't even. I don't have time. Like, there's just too much. So then, he's kind of trying to explain it right now. This isn't entirely accurate. Basically, there's SafeTrade. So basically, what happens when people pay with this? How does the restaurant get their money? And immediately goes to SafeTrade. We're building an auto exchanger in SafeTrade.
Okay.
And then the exchange will make some commission off of it, and they'll automatically get exchanged on there. Now for that to work, we need copay wallets. So this copay wallet, every coin listed on the kiosk is going to be in our copay wallet. So you can just have your copay wallet on your phone. Bam, I want my beer, pay for it. Goes to SafeTrade. SafeTrade immediately exchanges. Restaurant gets their money. Person gets their beer. Everything's happy.
How
All
long
our
does that
projects
take?
are linked.
How long does that take?
Interesting question. Bitcoin Z, who we love, it will take, to do properly, 10 minutes. Bitcoin will take an hour. A Litecoin, what will Litecoin take?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Just under. Yeah.
SafeCoin will take 6 minutes.
Wow.
Now, once we implement our safe nodes,
EOS will take 3 seconds.
Yeah.
so here's the thing. Once we implement our safe nodes, that 6 minutes becomes about half a minute. So that's really, so our safe nodes are actually about doing something. Like they actually serve a purpose, and they make our coin vastly superior to other coins. So yeah, we are half a minute. EOS can do something like what, 3,500 transactions a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do 45,000.
They performed at that. In theory, they could do millions of transactions per second.
Yeah. Ours actually does, because we just make stuff.
Yeah, no. EOS has actually done 3,000 transactions per second.
Yeah, we've done 45,000. So with our existing, and we're working towards 1 million as well.
The only reason why EOS has only done 3,000 is that's how
I know, and I love EOS. I'm sorry.
If there was more transactions, it would-
EOS has a really good project. I'm sorry, it is. Even though
It's in the crypto sphere. We're supposed to be happy for everyone.
even though we can do
There's money
10
for
times
everyone.
more transactions than them doesn't mean they're not project. They're a really good project. And I'm a little bit biased. I'm allowed to be biased. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions?
Back to being, I'm going to ask you another question. So you're inside a coin, you're inside an invention, you're inside the crypto, you're inside the making of it, you're in the programming of it, you're developing it around the world, you're talking to Russians, Polish, people all around the planet, getting behind something. You're living in Calgary, you're coming out on Thursdays, you've been showing your face here now for a month, it's growing home, you're growing around the world. What does all that feel like? Tell us what the real feeling of that is. It's like Roger was here, he was showing us the real feeling. What's your day like? What's your weeks like? What's your feelings like? And how do you feel right now?
It's amazing. I love it, and it just the I guess
Do you feel like a rock star chef? Do you feel like you're gonna do something of purpose in your life in a minute? Like, what does it feel like? Tell us about the boiling of it, the brewing, and what's happening.
I think I'm just more impressed by the people, by the adoption. So like,
Yeah, the people getting behind your idea.
I get a rush when I see like a whole team form, and some guy from Russia who's incredibly intelligent, God knows what his IQ is, just quits his job in Russia, which is not a great place to quit your job, and just does this
Joins
full
your
time.
team. Yeah. It's gonna feel amazing, hey?
Yeah, it's huge, and at first I was like I don't come from a blockchain family. Nobody does. So like, I didn't tell a family about this. I didn't tell friends about it for the first 2 or 3 months. I just strictly did everything online, and like the amount of adoption, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting that level of adoption. I really wasn't. When I proposed the SafeCoin name in 2013, the feedback I got is it's a stupid name. And then Mt. Gox happened, and then pretty much every major exchange in the world got hacked. Most of the coins got hacked. Even Bitcoin got hacked, and their supply got brought to something like 1 billion coins or something. And then they had to do a fork and fix it. So Bitcoin's been hacked. Now it doesn't sound as stupid, and now people are fighting over the name. And, yeah. So by the way, if you go on an exchange or anything, there's 1 million coins with almost the same name as this, except it'll be like SafeCoin something something. So
Who cares? Exactly. Isn't that amazing how they all copy you now? It's crazy. So we'll let that drum finish, doesn't last long. But in the struggle of all this, you're fighting people copying you, you're fighting to create innovation, and you're fighting to be safe, and you're trying to, honestly be a top 10 coin out there, and you're a man, you're a human being with your own energy powering this at the source, like the Iron Man source. Do you ever burn out? Do you ever feel like this is exhausting? Do you ever feel like you're never going to make it? Like, what does that feel like?
Not mentally, no.
Okay, good,
No.
good. Does this kind of consume you and pull you in all the time and keep you going?
Well, yeah, it's just an incredible feedback. And like you say, it's about energy. It is like that. I never have to worry about not having energy because it's like constantly being supplied. Sometimes my body will say, "Okay, Jeff, you're shutting down for 3 hours," but like mentally, I'm there.
Wow,
Always.
that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And seeing these people around the world adopt and come on board, it's going to make you proud of your idea. It's going to make you feel like like you're really onto something here, right?
Yeah, it's huge.
And Roger showed you guys all something. I don't know if you guys all got what he was saying, and I'm going to reiterate a little bit. We all do this on Thursday. We're all here for each other. Corey phones me, Kevin phones me, you call me, you're buzzing me on Facebook. Since we've done this here, and I know what I've done here, and I've got it now after 51 of them, is that we've created the real. We've created this thing where we support each other. We have jobs, we have projects, we have all these things, but we support each other. And then you go online and you can create a whole world for yourself. You see what Roger did? He's got his business partner in Australia. He doesn't even know these fucking guys, but he's doing deals, he's doing money, and you saw how adamant and passionate he is. And welcome to the web, everybody. Welcome to the fact that you actually don't need anybody in the room. You don't need a single person in here, actually, but you want us. You want our help, you want our support, you want our community friendship with you. I know you want all that because it helps you grow, but at the same time, you don't need it because it's all on the web for you. You're able to create community and create people and source and value and purpose all on the web. And isn't that really kind of magical of how that is? Powerful. So powerful.
Yeah, well, I need the people, but
powerful.
the web just allows you to connect with everyone.
I know.
So
it
just eliminates distance, eliminates borders, eliminates barriers, all gone.
Did you ever think you'd have an international idea, product, company thing, years ago? Like, think about it, how you are now. You're so meshed around the planet, and you were not that man, and you were not that idea before, right? It's amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. Yeah, it's unbelievable just the level of people that are interested and how passionate they are about it. Because it's a sense of freedom, and then they get involved, and it's unbelievable.
I've seen a lot of projects. If you guys could read inside my phone right now, this young man called me today for his work, and he's like, "Hey Jan, I know you're blockchain, I want to talk. Can you come?" And I said, "Come on down today." You know how everyone, Kevin, all you guys know how I am.
Yeah.
Am I not the most welcoming dude in the city?
Absolutely.
I don't care what it is, what you have. Come on down, come visit with us, show us what you got. Let's integrate. Let's work together, right? I've been like this for 50-something weeks in a row. I have not met someone like Jeff yet, everybody. I'm behind this project. Corey and I and the rest of my whole web team, you guys know that agency and all that, we're putting our horsepower, the turbocharger that we are, strapping it on to his engine, and we're going to help this guy get way more traction as much as we can. And I'm not even saying we're the biggest juice there is, but we're going to add the juice to the game, right? And I haven't even believed or been in the midst of something as quality as what Jeff has going on, everybody. Really, I've not seen this in 51 weeks. Wow. And he's been here every week for the last 4, and he's not leaving. He is welcome all the time. He's going to come and show us more. We're going to get into software. We'll show the app to you guys. I actually have a new plug that I'll bring next week that allows the phones to go on with HDMI, and then we can show things around the mobile and stuff. I'll bring that for the next ones. We just bought that. But we'll do more. We'll develop more. We'll showcase more. And we're going to get behind more of this. So even you guys with us out here, keep in mind, you'll see us gravitate and attach to certain things. That's not common. That's actually uncommon. So if you see us gravitating and attaching, you should know that that's good stuff. You should know that we're onto the right thing because we've looked at so many things by now. And we're not done. And more to this, I am proud of living in Calgary. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you even. You too, all you guys. Everybody that really contributes to the community, because Calgary is just filled with so much killer stuff. So many cool people. So many brilliant ideas. And we're not done yet. We have so much more coming down the pipe. It's going to be amazing. It really is. Keep going, Jeff. And we're going to help you, man, however we can. And if we can just help you get some sleep, we can set a hammock up. You can just come crash in the hammock, and just pass out on the laptop. So let's sit there on your chest like a baby,
That'd be great.
But I know you need that some days. But yeah, man, it's amazing what you're doing. It really is. I don't know. I don't know if I could just do that one thing like you, and I can't. So that's why I admire you so much. You're really so diligent and consistent about your craft. It's amazing.
But you're a very intense guy.
Yes, I am.
I'm intense in a different way.
You are too, yeah.
But yeah, we're both intense.
Yeah.
A lot of you probably here are. But yeah, It's that intensity. Crypto, I think, draws intensity. Like people who are intense just get drawn to it because there's no limits. There's no actual limits. The only limits that exist are the ones you create for yourself. Now, of course, there's also unlimited risk.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, and you have to like to be a surfer of the risk. You have to ride that risk and be comfortable on the board.
Yeah.
If for a minute that you're not comfy on that board of risk, you shouldn't even have jumped on that thing. You should have just waited for your other friends to fall off and laugh at them. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So we're risk riders. I know we are. I know we are.
I
I'm
don't-
the
I don't
riskiest
think you
guy
have
you
to-
guys know.
I don't think you have to embrace the risk that much. I think you can take a sophisticated approach to understanding risk.
yeah.
Yeah, the sophisticated, knowledgeable approach, just like the revolution. We want a crazy, big-ass revolution with absolutely no violence, don't we?
That's right.
That's right.
This revolution will be won
You're
by
part of the
no
revolution. You're
violence.
creating
No
revolution and community all at the same time. Wow, hey, we're creating revolution and community at the same time. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's actually economic piece work.
There you go. Economic peace work.
Anybody seen the documentary called Confessions of an Economic Hitman?
No.
Yeah. Heard of it. Yeah.
Is it good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a book out with that same name.
Right. I mean, like this is part of geopolitical
He was sent to
positioning,
like
fostering,
Central
and
America.
influencing all the rest.
Yeah.
And I mean, like this is the economic answer to peace. If we can bring the world into the right place with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it decouples a lot of government's power over things that it shouldn't have power over.
Completely usurps power.
Yes.
Let's give him a round of applause. We're gonna give We'll jump back up there. We're going to shut her down. It's 10:30 anyway. We'll move to the next phase. Thank you. Thank you for not sleeping. Thank you for not sleeping, Jeff. No one's ever thanked you for that. Hey? We're going to shut down the Facebook. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you long time. See you soon. We're going to press the button here and finish. We're at 10:30. We've been going hard since 7:30. That's 3 hours in the crypto sphere. And so let me just tell you guys some stuff because I'm going to just close up with my own little swaggadocio here real quick. But follow us. Follow us on Telegram, okay? And if you're not on Telegram, talk to Kevin right there, and he's going to add you. He's in here. Corey, any of us, will add you. Follow us on YouTube. I'm on YouTube as Jan Serrato. You guys can come to my page, and you guys can subscribe and follow me on there. You can also follow me on Twitter. I put some cool stuff out on Twitter. I retweet a bunch of good things from people like, you know, within the crypto sphere that I like, different events and different things. You can follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube. My channel's up there. You can find me at Jan Serrato just by my name. I don't hide behind any nicknames per se unless it's Jan Speed. But other than that, I am who I am, and I'm out there. And I'm trying to grow too. So if you guys can subscribe and follow and watch the vids, I really appreciate it. On YouTube, we're going to publish the podcast from every single week, so you can see it up here. So if you guys have YouTube in your car, in your phone, you can listen to the podcast while you're at work, and you can share it with some of your friends that are interested in getting into space. Some of you haven't seen this vid yet, so just play it real quick for 2 minutes, and you guys can see what we're doing here too. It's kind of cool. I'm down at the Stock Exchange Tower here. I want to let you know that we're now going to do Bitcoin mining in a big way. We just finished a boardroom meeting with some really important executives, and they are in love with Bitcoin mining. It looks like we've actually got a deal. And if this goes through, this could be revolutionary for the entire province of Alberta. It'll be on the news, it'll be all over Canada, and we'll have such a tremendous amount of press regarding this project. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for following along, and thanks for cheerleading us along the way. This is a journey in the crypto space that we're on, and I'm glad you guys are with us. Talk to you soon. There I am grabbing the bull by the balls in the boardroom. Bull by the balls in the boardroom. Hi everybody, it's Jan here. And that's Corey right there in the red shirt. That's his machine right there too, that I'm prancing around town with. Right here, Jan Speed Performance Mining Machines. The boardroom was ecstatic today. They loved my work. They love what we're doing. They want to get involved in mining in such a big way, and this is something that you guys need to understand. I'm in a corporate office talking to energy players, people that are really, really serious business, and they want to be all over the Bitcoin mining scene. And I'll tell you something else. I was honored and grateful to Matt for getting this meeting set up today. Because without him on my team, I'm not sure we would have gotten the Stock Exchange Tower today, honestly. These guys' eyes were opened up. Their minds exploded. They are now forward thinkers, and they are now open-minded individuals. We came into a stuffy boardroom and turned people around. Come on, you know this is important stuff. So that's what it's all about, building community, building business, bringing cryptocurrency to places it never gets to go. This is why I'm so excited about Bitcoin every day. This is why I wake up and do this stuff. Jansby Performance Miner in the Stock Exchange Tower of downtown Calgary. How lucky is that? How cool is that? And I'm just so grateful to be part of this. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys some more with another adventure. So, some of you know this, some of you don't know this, but we offer Bitcoin, and we sell it, and we also buy it back. So if you work with our office, we will sell you Bitcoin at a very, very good rate. Most of the companies out there are about 9%, all the way up to 20% in the ATMs. We do it at 5%, 4.9%. And then we'll also buy that Bitcoin back for you. Nobody in the entire city, province, or Western Canada offers that guarantee. Dan knows I bought it back from him. Ross, if he was here, he would tell you. Corey, too. So we sell you the Bitcoin. This gentleman is looking for some. I will buy it back as well. So you have that buyback guarantee. You don't have that anywhere else. Kevin knows that with us, too. There's lots of exchanges, and we love them. And some are discounting the shit out of this and that. But what they don't have is support, and they don't have the personalized service that we have, and they don't have the buyback guarantee that we have. So keep that in mind. If I'm going to be a salesman for a minute, those are 3 important factors that I think are worth it, and it makes a difference for us, okay? So I am trying to acquire as much Bitcoin on Earth as possible. So if any of you are mining, have friends, someone's got $5,000 of Bitcoin they want to sell, $25,000 of Bitcoin they want to sell, please tell me. Please talk to me, because I want to buy it, okay? Keep that in mind. There you go. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for coming to Meetup number 51, everybody. I hope you enjoyed tonight. It was another journey as always. We had some awesome special guests. I appreciate all and every single one of you. In 1 month from now, we're going to do our 1-year anniversary party. It is going to be on September 27th. We started the Meetup September 26th. Last year was our first one. So this year's Thursday falls on September 27th. I don't want to do the lecturing that night. I don't want Jeff to sit up here and get sweaty pits on the subject. I want us all to bond, hang out, and have a party. So what I'm looking for from each and every one of you is ideas. Some people don't want to go to the casino and have kind of like a big powwow because they don't want to gamble. But I was thinking of bowling. I was thinking of some kind of social activities that we could do together and hang out and not talk shop for a minute and just be ourselves, right? One night of the whole year. And I'm willing to pay for that, by the way, so I'm not even asking for anyone to pay or whatever. I'm willing to buy us bowling, drinks, whatever that is. I don't care. But I just want to go out that night and really have a good time. So that's September 27th. I'm going to make a poster, a flyer. Josh, Corey, myself, everyone's going to hand it around. And we want you guys to come to that. And I'm going to change it on the Meetup so that Thursday it'll be the 27th, and we're going to relabel it something else. It'll be numbered, but it'll be like a social event. And I want to see all your faces there, okay? So thanks a lot. Thanks for coming. And we'll see you guys next week, okay? Good night. Thanks.